Hi, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hey James, hello, welcome. Welcome. Hope you all had wonderful, great days. Thanks for stopping by. We're playing some Psychonauts. Let's see. Wow, there we are. Back in Psychonauts. Game's a bit loud. Whoa. Okay. Hi, hello. Hey, Hippa, hello. Also, hello, James. Hello. Welcome. I might have said hi to you twice. Oh, well, I'm a raven. Oh, I'm ravenous. I am ravenous. Absolutely ravenous. I'm gonna diagnose why I am ravenous. Welcome to my Psychonauts slideshow. Not sure what's going on about that. Well, it looks fine now. I guess we had just like a momentary lapse in our internet, and now it's okay. It's weird. I didn't expect things like that to happen with my new connection, considering I'm wired and everything, but I guess the internet will be interneting still. I don't see anything particularly criminal running on my computer right now, which would be slowing down my stream. Audio is a bit fried too, actually. What? Really? Did like everything kind of go wrong the moment I went live, basically? I actually tested everything before I even went live, so I don't even know what could have gone wrong. Like literally just like seconds. I don't even know what could have gone wrong. Like literally just like seconds. I don't even know what could have gone wrong. Alright, so my quality sounds fine. Some hiccups going on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I guess there's some weird internet shenanigans happening right now. But I don't even know where that's coming from. Hey, Colic, hello, greetings. What do those Stormwind NPCs say now? Greetings, friend. No, that's Thrall in here, Hearthstone who says that. Yeah, I don't know how I would fix hiccups. I think we just hope it goes away. Do audio levels otherwise sound good? I think this should sound basically totally alright. I'm gonna continue. So we can get in the game and we can get a better gauge of what's going on. Hopefully, you know, loading into a video game also makes your audio hiccups and like frame losses also just go away as well. That'd be great. That'd be ideal. Very convenient for me. Again, I have no idea why it would do that. It just started happening. I did a bunch of testing and it seemed fine. So I think it has to be on Twitch's end. I guess just to be on the safe side, I can go and I can close some things like Epic. You're gone. Bye. I think I need Steam to be running is the thing because it's a Steam game. Yeah, now there's like literally nothing that connects to the internet right now except for NVIDIA GeForce experience, that's what it's called. The audio hiccups weren't showing on the VOD. So are you saying the weird audio hiccups are still happening then? Right. I couldn't hear any audio issues. I think it's just James. I think it might just be James then. Yeah. Colic not heard any audio issues. Hippa's not heard any audio issues. I think we have isolated the problem. It stopped after you acknowledged it. It's a shy type of audio bug that only appears when when it's not being acknowledged, and the moment it is known, it will leave. So what am I even doing? Oh, hang on. This game is sick. Alright, so I guess that's it for Psychonauts. I had to figure that out and we can find another game. No, yeah, it's got this to-do list. So I need to do Sasha's advanced training. Oh, okay. But wasn't there something like, yeah, I remember. I needed to get the ball last time before I could do Sasha's advanced training because I got stopped by something, right? Looks like I also need to get the cobweb dust today. momentary client-side thing? Yeah, that could be the case, yeah. Just Twitch being weird, basically. So that was my assumption before, is that the Twitch player is, you know, not perfect. It has some issues sometimes, so maybe it just had the, you know, a hiccup. So I want to try the hot and cold thing. We got a couple things last time. Oh no, that's not hot and cold. That's telekinesis. Okay, well I figured out that it can pick up a lot of things. We also got this ball, so I can run fast. Oh, okay, and the balloon, of course. So how does hot and cold work? Do you just like literally walk around and then you feel like vibrations? Or do I like start hunting anywhere and then like, oh, the dowsing thing, that's what I'm talking about. How would I go about using the dowsing thing? Equip the dowsing rod. Wait, what? Oh, this is so cursed. Why is this happening? Okay, so last time I was maybe not complaining, but I was perplexed by the decision to make the item wheel here inverted. But actually, it's not totally inverted, it's only 50% inverted. With the right stick, the y-axis is inverted, but on the left stick, it's not inverted. I just figured I never tried both sticks. I just figured only one stick would work, so I didn't bother to check. But yeah, if you want inverted, use the right stick. If you don't want inverted, use the left stick. That is bizarre. That's such a strange feature. Yeah, that's rod.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
I guess I have to be on the ground probably, right? God, hot and cold is not my favorite. I'm feeling some vibrations though. And then what I do? What? There's a thing right here. It has to be right here. No? Okay, that's not it. Is it this one? Oh, then you mash it? There we go, I see. Oh, and yeah, got a pretty nice amount of arrowheads out of them. Alright, so that's how we get to arrowheads then. Because there is one thing I need to get at some point, which is rather expensive. It's like 800 arrowheads. And I wasn't... Oh no! I wasn't quite sure how I was going to be able to afford that. But it's picking up one at a time from enemies and from the ground. But this gives me a pretty good amount. So I just need to play a little bit of hot and cold with this, basically. Yeah, it was mash the use button, you're right. I guess I should probably get the, what was it even called? The cobweb duster, before we do anything, right? Oh, so I can mash anywhere I want. But I should probably go to, like, these places first, I guess. Oh, it wasn't quite as much as I thought. I had like 100 before, so it was like 20 or something. Alright, so it'll still take a little minute gathering all of these. So the smartest thing is probably to do as much content as I can and like passively get arrows, but just by like collecting them from the levels. And then like if I need 100 more, I can do this. Yeah, it's like 20 to 30. But yeah, just collecting these is maybe not the most exciting thing I can do. Even though, you know, we're almost like a quarter way though, almost. Oh, and you'll also eventually run into dry spells like this, actually. Well, like, there might not actually be any, like, deep spots with arrows around you. So you'll just be like running for extended amounts of time to try and find anything. I'll get this one here, and then we'll. I kind of wanna go. Can I go back to like old levels already? There was like one memory I neglected in the what was her name? The one who had a disco head, disco dream, disco consciousness, disco level. That's like a memory I left behind her. Mila, that's it. I kind of want to go there and pick up her memory vaults because I was notified of missing that. So I kind of want to just go and pick it up because it's at the very start of the level. But how would I go about just like go into a level select? There's Mila. Can I just? Oh, I missed 2 alts actually. Oh, there was. I don't know. Yeah, that's quite enough of that's here. Oh, you can use the dowser while on the ball. Okay, that speeds things up quite a lot. I wanna see if I can just like re-enter a level then. So I will go to the lake then.
Yeah.
If she's at the same place, anyway, I don't know if she is. If she's not at the same place, I'll just go back to where I was before, which I think was what's his name again? The spy guy with the turtleneck and a jacket. That guy who had the cube level. I want to go to his level. Oh, his Tumblr. I want to go to his Tumblr account and see what sort of machinations lay at waiter. Oh, I already got the boat here, didn't I? Yeah. I don't suppose I can just chuck you away now. Wait, there's only one of you now.
Hey! Oh, that was your fatal mistake! Oh, that was your fatal mistake! I hope you have a will!
Well, where is a will, there's a way. I guess I have no will then. Unlucky for you. Always gets me how you move this boat. And this is no sound effects or anything. How do I leave? I would like to leave a boat, please. Oh, do I have to dock it? Yeah, I do. Okay.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Levitation course? Oh yeah, I think there's a monster in the lake.
No, I'm here to warn you. I think there's a monster in the lake.
You mean the hideous hulking lungfish of Lake Oblongata?
I don't think that's the one.
Every summer camp has its stories, but that's all they are.
This
No.
one ate Dogen's brain.
Yeah, there's a jelly creature
Now
here.
stop spreading rumors. I know Dogen seems a little naive, but he's actually a very powerful psychic. You know what it's like to stand out, Rasputin. So maybe you
He's
could
actually
help him
more
out.
powerful without his tinfoil hat than he is
Remember to keep
with
filling
it.
up those scavenger hunt forms.
Without it.
We got a couple
I got
of
mixed
big
up.
promotions.
Dogen got in my head, dude.
Yes, I'd like to practice.
Rasputin, darling, but
Just came to dance.
You just came to dance
I'm
in
going
your
to-
head.
Not much to do here except clean up all the cobwebs, collect all the figments, and get any vaults that are left.
Oh, okay, so I would probably want to like come here again later anyway to like pick up memory vaults. Well, I think this was fresh in my mind, so I can do it now. Of course, I probably want to use the actual power that I unlocked here. Boing. I think it's in this room. Oh, Figment. Figments don't respawn, do they? Like, you kind of meant to, like, you get 100 very specific figments in a level, and you have to get each of them, right? If you want to 100% it? Nope, yeah. Gotcha. But you will not catch me trying to get every single figment. No way. Wait, I'm not sure what's going on here. Wasn't there supposed to be some bubbles here? Or do I have to do this again? I thought for sure there were some bubbles here. There we go, that'll do. It's a thing. There it is. Shit! God damn it. Take me up again, teleport pad, please.
Now why would you want to come in here? Come on, this room's no fun. Let's leave, baby.
No fun, get out of here, boring room. Oh, chest here.
Now you definitely don't want to go in there. That's a party killer right there.
Oh, okay. Man, you nerfed the ball so much in second game, doesn't jump near as high, and balloon has a very limited duration. That's a bummer. But this seems like the most fun power I got so far is the balloon and the volleyball. But it's called Mila's Children, right? Oh, it's Mila. She might call it Mia. I forgot how she pronounces it. I guess that's an orphanage? She didn't seem very open about tell me exactly what that is.
Darling, what are you doing down here? The party is upstairs. Lucky for you, I have my nightmare under control. These things can take you to a world of pain, trust me. Now quick, let's get back to the party, okay? Darling, if you're looking for the makeup room, you've come to the wrong place.
Definitely seems like the wrong place. But can I actually do anything down here? Yeah, it doesn't look like I can just leave. Well, you can just leave, but you can't unleash these guys here, these ant fellas. Oh, I can interact with them though. They're like. Oh, okay, you cannot only target them, so you can say, "Nah, I can't do it, dude. Can't do it. I can't do it." Oh. That's interesting. It shows a little bit more about Mila that I totally missed when I was here the first time around. And I guess this isn't even like the only memory in here. There is another one as well. Right? Yeah, there's a third one here. But I guess we'll figure that stuff out later. Because this is the only one I knew about, and I don't want to like backtrack too much. Wait. Hang on. How do I... Item, please? Nope. There we go. So if I want to leave, I just do this, right? Oh, I got the bacon!
Man, these things smell terrible. Am I sure I want to do this?
The bacon was for like summoning the Ford guy, right? Or something like that?
Yes. I want to go back to the real world that badly.
Little fart pill. I don't suppose I can do... Yeah, okay, it's still there. I was wondering if it was like a consumable or not. If I had to like worry about managing that. I don't know if this is that kind of game though, is it?
Bacon.
Aha. Need your analysis on a hostile.
Need your analysis on a hostile.
What kind?
I guess this is my codec. I can call them for some information. Sure, okay. Did you know that this camp has a bear problem?
Did you know that this camp has a bear problem?
Oh, not just any bears, but bears that have been mutated by Psychonauts. Now they know telekinesis.
Yeah,
you
noticed.
See that TK claw come out, you have to dodge it quick.
TK
And
claw?
blast those bears
Tiger knee claw?
or set the tails on fire.
Yeah, fire seems very good against them, as long as I don't put myself on fire afterwards as well.
That's all I need.
Good luck.
Oh, no, there was one thing I was interested about though. It says something about regrouping at HQ.
There's that smell again.
Can I just teleport?
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction.
Oh, can I do that anywhere? Like in the level as well? Okay, that's very convenient because that puts me right next to the stump, so I can just go anywhere. Lamau used the bacon, that's so epic. I know, right? I know, right? Fellow gamer. God, this animation there slays me. I need to hit 25 now and get a new power.
Ford said that I can use this machine.
I said it turns metal cobwebs into Psychonauts.
I don't have comments yet.
But you gotta buy a cobweb duster at the camp store for...
You could just give it to me.
Yeah.
Man, he's like a little bat.
Bat your head in, punk.
See, this is where I would put my cobwebs into if I had any at all. 800, dude. That's ridiculous. There better be like a quest that gives me 799 arrowheads somewhere.
Where would
Just
you like
exactly not enough. That'll do it. 9's lab,
Agent
please.
9's lab, please.
With pleasure.
So we do this, and then we'll try to get as many arrowheads as we can during the mission, and if we get to like 600 or something like that, I think we'll try to grind out the rest of the thingy.
Okay. I'm
The
a
dancing rod.
certified levitator now. Ready to roll.
I've been running some tests. It seems that the sensitive circuitry of the brain tumbler is picking up too much psychic interference to be safe. The thoughts of some other entity are interlacing with yours at a dangerous level, which explains many of the strange things you've seen. I must call off the experiments until we know more.
Sasha, there's no time. I
Rude.
think my vision about
Is he saying I need cobwebs now?
I'm worried it's gonna happen to the others if we don't get to the bottom of this quick.
But we don't know where the foreign projections are coming from yet.
Is there a faster way to find out than sending me in there to investigate?
Nope. Yes, none. Yeah, when you're making any sort of collectible game, you gotta be careful that you don't venture into Donkey Kong 64 territory, because that game went bananas. About oh, it could have just gone here. Ah, so this is the level select menu. I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, like Donkey Kong 64 just has like way too many bananas. It's just absurd. And I don't feel like this has veered into that territory, thankfully, yet, but it does want me to collect a whole lot of arrowheads right now. But it's not quite the same, though, as bananas, because it's more like I'm farming rupees or something like that. So it's more like Wind Waker or something, where I have to now collect like a shit ton of rupees. Oh, I'm right here. Because with the bananas, you'd like find a banana and then it'd be gone, right? So you have to go elsewhere for a banana.
Can't get a good grip.
I see. Yeah, that's what the stink bubbles are for. That makes sense.
Why are you screaming? All right, I remember.
World's slowest brain extractor. Oh no, wait, that was pretty fast.
Boy, there's that pesky brain. Here's a tissue. Now, don't you feel better, my dear lad?
TV?
Of course, right here. And this bad tooth, we'll just drop it in the old garbage chute. Now, don't chew solid foods for 6 hours.
Lily.
And she had the nightmares as well about the dentist, which actually just takes brains. Follow Token's brain. Sure thing. Can I...
TV.
I suppose I shouldn't bully you too much right now. A little bit of bullying though. Just a little slap. Little love slap. Little love bully. Yeah, my impression of this so far is that I can collect a ton of stuff everywhere, but I don't have to. Right? Like, I can collect all the luggage things everywhere, but like, I don't need that baggage. It's like there, but I haven't gotten like rewarded in an important way for doing it or anything. Oh no, he's making metal slugs. Oh hello, it's a boss fight. I betcha I'm gonna have to telekinesis a projectile and then shoot it back at it. No, that wasn't the attack I was expecting. It looks like a lock on, right? I don't know.
Get a good grip.
What is a lock on? I could have sworn there was a lock on in this game. There it is.
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip.
Oh, I guess it's a stealth thing. When it aims at me like that, it seems to lose track of me. And then I shoot. Whoa, what the hell? I thought this hit scan bullet is good. Oh, there's the thing I could probably lift. What's a green question mark at? What's that about? Oh my god, I hate that so much. I can't see it. Well, I have done some damage to it so far. Just not very much. I might be able to climb on those brown things up there.
No fair. I blasted you, tank.
I did blast you, tank. I guess I can punch it.
Receive my psychic blasting, jerk.
Oops. Braz, you gave us away! You started talking shit! Oh, there it is. I see. It's got a little fuck me point on the belly of it.
Gotta hide behind something.
That, like, charge move it does, though, that feels
It must have a weak
very close to
spot somewhere.
unreactable. Well, it might be more reactable if I could see it. Yeah, there we go. If you could see it, it's fine.
Probably not on the top, though.
Ow.
Probably hidden.
Yeah, I see where it is. Oh, it's okay, it's confusion gas.
Fusion. Grenade.
Go backwards controls now. Oh, I hate that.
Spot, I mean.
Oh, it's stuck. I think.
Probably
Or
hidden
maybe it does the
bottom.
like question mark when it's about to fire a confusion grenade. Oh, that's what it was doing. Yeah.
Man, I
There
am
we
so
go.
smart. Soft gelatinous underbelly? Here I come.
Right, if you could stay there where you are very confused, that'd be ideal. So I kind of want to be fairly close. Just wait for it to charge and then shoot it, I think. There you go. Easy. Yeah, the charging is only really annoying if you're really far away, because it seems to go across arena, like across the whole screen. Just border to border. Rammy. Not like that. Oh. And they've really stopped putting mechanics like that in games, haven't they? When's the last time you saw a mechanic with inverted controls? I actually feel like that's a debuff that just hasn't happened to me in forever. Like, in generations. Like, I don't know if it even happened in, like, the previous generation of games. I wonder if they just all figured out that actually it's really annoying and shouldn't do it. Oh my god, what was that noise? Got like a rollback explosion. Oh, yeah, it's got a maximum range, I think. Do I have iframes in my dodge? Oh, I can just stand here. Because it's above me. That's nice.
Can't get a good grip.
No, get back there. That was really cool when you actually literally couldn't hit me. I love that. Ow. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, it put me right here. Wow. That's really forgiving. Oh yeah, you definitely have iframes, but I don't know if it's particularly helpful against this guy though. Because it just spins back. Like a lot of iframes. You feel very safe when you just backflip and front flip. If you could go to where there was a height difference again, that'd be great. Oh, it's the way it speeds speeds down and up again is really blagging. Speak of blagging. Oh, I hate this. Oh my god. I love that the confusion inverter controls, and yet they insist that actually inverter controls are good. Having an inverted camera is actually good, but also it's a negative effect when we flip your controls. Bastards.
Is this a nightmare? Or a plan? Or both? Wait a minute.
Rasputin, I'm sorry. I had to abort the experiment. Something unbelievably urgent has come up and I must leave
That was the
immediately.
plan of the
You'll never believe.
Hold that
military
thought.
guy.
In a rush.
He had it
Official
in
Psychonaut
his
business.
room.
So is this. Official Psychonaut, eh? You forgot your...
Oh, it's his brain door.
Hey, that white room.
I know. It's from Oleander's mind.
Oleander,
The
that's his
coach has
name.
dreamed that whole time. Ever since I stepped through the static in the caravan, it felt funny. I knew I wasn't obsessed with meat.
But Maury is. And was stealing psychic brains to arm a fleet of deadly tanks, apparently.
I've got
That sounds like him, yeah.
She's waiting for me down by the boathouse.
Down by the water? Uh-oh. Better hurry.
What do you know about water that no one's telling me about? Did I get another brain though? I think Raz might be the actual brain harvester. I keep getting more brains and don't know where from. Maybe it's gonna do like a heavy rain style of reveal in the end, where like everywhere we've gone we've actually been killing people. In a way that makes no sense unless it's David Cage. And very, very lazy.
It's time to go to the lake.
Yes.
It's always time to go to the lake. Time to go for a little swim. Man, I actually can't remember last time I've gone to swimming. In general, but also in the lake.
Uh-oh.
Maybe the summer, I should go.
I can explain.
TV. TV.
Geez, it sounds like you caught a bad cold.
Maybe. But listen. I traced the psychic interference back to Coach Oleander's radio. He's been broadcasting his insane plot all over camp in his sleep.
So he's really kidnapping children and stealing their brains to make weapons.
Yes! Isn't that great?
What? How is that
It's
great?
still a nightmare.
Because this is an honest-to-goodness psychic emergency.
Never mind.
Sasha's not here. He left on some official Psychonauts business.
Mia left a note saying the same thing.
Lily, a deranged man
This is
managed to
rigged.
rig an army of psychic death tanks to take over the world.
This is
And
all a
there's
setup
no
for
one
us
can
to.
stop him, except for you and me.
Oh my god! story. I'm just so excited. Since you showed up, Raz, things are so much more exciting. Sinister death plots, mad scientists, hideous monsters.
Make out?
How long have I ignored what this camp had to offer? Everything's new to me now thanks to you. I mean, look at this flower.
You mean like kiss?
How many years have I been coming here and I've never even noticed a cool flower like this
It was a radio a moment ago. Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh no, you didn't just hit my boyfriend.
So we're definitely in a nightmare still. Something doesn't seem quite right. Unless this is actually just a plot and like to like train a very specific group of kids and everyone else is just there to help with the simulation.
The flipper prints are still glowing.
Are you coming? I don't know how to drive that thing.
I can't. I have to check on the other children. Yes. If
Yeah,
the brains
yes,
are
of
out,
course.
they'll need supervision and possibly refrigeration. And how can you not know how to operate a bathysphere? Haven't you ever been to
bathysphere.
a camp before? Now get a move on.
Like
before
in
that girl gets overly
Bioshock.
digested.
The video game. What the hell is that? Can I sell this on in Stardew Valley? What is this? Heavy Rain one was close to making sounds, yeah. And that's what I meant with also him being lazy, is that it like it would have made sense if they didn't just lie to you. Because I think that is the biggest problem with like the twist ending in Heavy Rain. Isn't the twist ending in itself, but that they lie to you. They lie. They show you completely different things. When you're there, you know, before the twist, it shows one thing and it's completely different from like the reveal after the twist. Oh yeah, and you also get the inner thoughts of Shelby, which also doesn't make any sense. Yeah. It's kind of like they just made things up as they went. And they figured out this like twist ending they really wanted towards the end of production. But like, I don't know, we're too lazy, ran out of budget or something, and then just decided, fuck it. Let's just sort of retcon it. Let's just sort of retcon it during the game. Not even like retcon it in the sequel or anything like that. They're just gonna have a continuity at the start, and then retroactively change that continuity in the final act of the same story. Just bizarre. Like, who thinks that's a good idea? I would like to go for the card again, please. It's my card! I want it! Okay, back here. Good. Yeah, you can bounce really high with this thing, and it feels good. Like, it feels like if I want to go somewhere with this card, I believe. With this ball, rather. I believe I can do it. No! Oh, never mind. I was supposed to do that. Cool. Excellent. Hello? Are you on fire? I'm on fire. No, please, I don't want to be on fire anymore. The thing is, I need to change my powers, don't I? Yes. So this wants to be here. There we go. Oh, that's easy. Okay. I guess I gotta lame this guy out. There we go, that works. Dive helmet. Wait,
Children, please
that seems
remember
important.
not to pet or
Is that an
feed
item?
the animals
Oh, it's like a bottle.
at whispering.
Oh, is that level select?
Titanium in the food chain has caused numerous
No, it's not. It's a
psychic
key item.
mutations,
Sasha's
and the
psychic
animals
portal
you encounter,
and jump inside
especially
someone's
at
head
night,
for the
might
good
be
of the
more
mission.
dangerous than the kind you have back home.
Boing. Oh, but I didn't see where my diving helmet went to. Shit! Okay, it's fine. Is my diving helmet in here somewhere then? What was that for? What's a diving helmet for? Weird. Oh, is that a scavenger hunt? That's what it is. It's another collectible. I'll be promoted if I get enough of them. Fake helmets like these have been used to protect those who dive in Lake Oblongata. Not from the increase in water pressure, but from the hideous creature that is rumored to live in the lake. But it's, of course, just an old legend. Of course. Yeah, I guess I will go hit by the switcheroo though. She was describing the wrong monster, but she was also describing the right monster apparently, because there's more monsters here. Oh my god, this is just like my favorite World of Warcraft expansion. I mean, my favorite questing zone, Najata. Not Najata. Valshara. Oh, everyone loves that place. Oh, hopefully we don't go swimming. Oh, hang on, can I actually do hot and cold in a level like this? I can. Oh, and it's right here. There you go. Oh no, the crab! No, it was just chilling! The crab was just vibing and I punched it. That's rude. I don't know if you have many Nintendo guys here, but the Direct was on. Did anyone have anything they were particularly excited for? I don't think anything particularly stood out to me. Usually not much in terms of like Nintendo stuff that... Hello. Hands. Ghost hands. Okay, I remember you. Yeah, there's usually not particularly much. What the hell? That seems buggy. Oh, my camera! That's funny. So my camera is like a physical thing which can go into the water. Yeah, there's not particularly much Nintendo stuff that I'm usually that excited about. Like, I hear about like Mario stuff, I'm like, whatever. I'll get around to it at some point. It's like totally fine, but nothing that I'm like gonna rush to stores to buy, because it's just so much money for me to buy Nintendo games. But there were a couple things that I'm interested in at least. Like, I never played Splatoon at all. And I always thought that the Splatoon games looked quite fun, because I was a big fan of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And in that game, you had a game mode called Tag that you could do in multiplayer, which was about like doing tricks on different like rams and quarter pipes and rails. And the more points you got, you were... So when you got points or something, say 1,000 points, you would like color something, your color, and then someone would need to beat that score on the same thing in order to make it their color or something like that, I think. I thought that was really cool. That was really fun. I might do overcomplicated the mode actually. It might have been way simpler than that. But basically, you did tricks and stuff and you colored things. And I was a big fan of that mode. I thought it was really sick when I was a kid. I used to play it with my brothers all the time. And that's like basically what Splatoon is, but it's like a first-person shooter. I think you prefer skateboarding to first-person shootering. Well, it's a third-person, right? Third-person shooter. Still, skateboarding beats shooting. But I wanted to give Splatoon a try, and I think it's got like a story mode as well, so I'm interested in Splatoon 3. Dong. Hello, it's the friend. It's still carrying around our friend with like the brain bulb? The brain sucker? Nope.
Okay, cough up the girl and no one gets hurt, fish. Man, it's gonna be hard to find a new place to give you lumps.
It's very lumpy already. Another boss fight already? You are like a baby. Watch this. Suck. Oh, I've been sucked. No, hang on. I think I need to probably telekinesis here, right? No. There we go. But I replaced a spell I didn't mean to. I probably should have shoot. And then telekinesis here. There we go.
Can't get a good grip.
More trash, please.
Can't get a good grip.
This boss seems a little bit more creative than the last one. There's a monster hunter creature that reverses the controls. That does sound fairly decent. Because when I think of like having my controls reversed, I think of just like PS2 games at the latest, or I guess Xbox. Xbox counts as like slightly later than PS2, right? Is my arena getting like slightly smaller? Oh, as he sucks. It gets smaller and now it's like spitting out, so it gets bigger again. Gotcha. I'm about to friggin' die.
Can't get a good grip. Can't get a good grip.
Do I need to like shoot things? Maybe. That's like he sucks him in and like blow him up in his face. Because I can destroy these. I don't quite understand what's going on. Oh, something happened that he didn't like. He didn't appreciate that. I guess it didn't take that much damage though. I'm so confused. Best I can think of is just like smashing things, but I feel like I'm doing harm to myself here. I feel like I'm making things harder for me if I kill things. Also, I'm pretty sure things just respawn infinitely. These boxes contain nails or something. They seem to hurt when the suck happens. Oh, okay. I think, yeah. Maybe like if we just have the nail boxes. And that's all he sucks in. Oh, okay. I see. When he sucks in, the nails hit him. That's what happens. I see. Nope. I guess he's playing a auto-scroller? Okay, I thought I was playing that one part in No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, where you get chased by the guy from the monster's perspective, and I had to like do a puzzle. But it might be a puzzle, yeah. Oh, hang on, don't run too far. There's hands. The solution isn't telekinesis here for once. Did seem a lot like it. Is that a trend then of solving things with telekinesis? I haven't had too much time with telekinesis to solve every one of our problems with that just yet. Oh my god, I got so confused about perspective there for a second. Shit. There we go. Oh no, platform controls! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm fine. Oh my god, I totally forgot the controls for the bars and how to like spin around on them. Oh, I could throw the confusion grenades back. I didn't see anything part of those confusion grenades that I could interact with. That's why I was like, it's green gas. That's often kind of good. Green gas often heals you, right? So I was like, let's run into it, see what happens. Because I was thinking like, maybe the gas obscures where I am. And then I can hit him. Alright, so wait until it sucks then. So now we just avoid stuff. When it sucks, you punch the face. Okay, it's very simple, yeah. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. I just couldn't quite, like, realize when the damage was happening originally. Because I was just throwing shit and sometimes it worked. What other games did it do on the Direct? Did Xenoblade, which should be some fun, but I do need to play the Xenoblade 1 though before anything, so it'll be a while off until I play Xenoblade 3. But hey, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is coming out, that's cool. If anyone that likes RPG. Oh, actually, there was one game that came out that I saw. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I'm unstuck. I saw a few people get very excited about Live or Live. That's like a old RPG which I believe was basically inaccessible, maybe unlocalized or untranslated. I'm not sure which, but harder to play in the West than in Japan. And that's an RPG that some people really like, apparently. I saw Toby Fox tweet about the Live or Live becoming available, and he said that that was like a big inspiration for him, something along those lines. I think I respect the game opinions of Toby Fox. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Yeah, it looks like an RPG where you kind of like have different timelines, or at least you have different characters. You play as different characters, and each character kind of comes from like a different timeline. Use some freaking health, man. So you have like a timeline in the past, you have a timeline in the present, and you have a timeline in the future, and you have like different characters with like different themes in each of these timelines that you have to control. That seems really cool. And I guess that's similar to the Octopath. The Octopath idea as well, of like having like a lot of like branching paths or something. I think that's what that game is about, right? I've seen that there's like a big cast, and the name of the game is literally Octopath, so.
Can't get a good grip. Watch it.
Not sure what's going on here, but I'm very desperate for help.
Watch it.
If I was so desperate for alpha, maybe I wouldn't have done something like that. Okay, here we go. I was wondering if it would let me do that. I saw there was some health here. It just seemed too perfect that there's a bunch of shells around me like this. Oh, I gotta step in them first, I guess. There we go. That didn't feel like I did it correctly, but I guess the game is fairly generous. Oh, nice! That was very generous.
Oh, poor little thing.
That poor little thing just tried to kill me about 8 different ways.
Well, that's not its fault. This was once just a normal-sized lungfish, minding its own business in a mucus-lined air bubble beneath a semi-dry lake bed. But judging by the work done on it, I suspect Maury has mutated it, accelerated its growth,
But it's
and
putting
placed
some
an implant
metal
in
plates
its
on it.
brain to make it do his evil bidding.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It did do surgery on it.
Yeah,
And it covered
go
it up
inside
with
there and try to smash the implant. Use the psycho portal I saw you steal from Sasha's lab.
Oh, yeah. That works on big scary monsters?
Oh, monster schmonster. That thing's
I didn't
more afraid
steal
of
it,
you
I just
than you are
picked
of
it up.
Now get in there.
And now it's on my person. This game didn't need our bosses? I thought that was okay. I would like them to maybe streamline the bosses a little bit and be like, once you figure out the mechanic, you do the mechanic 3 times and each time it gets a little bit harder. This didn't feel too much like that. It felt like you do the thing up until it dies, and it's kind of the same fight up until it dies. Well, this seems like a fun
Top of the
level.
morning to you,
This is a
ma'am.
good place to
And
be.
good day to you, Officer Lungfish. How are you today?
Oh, damp and happy, can't complain. And what are you and the wee one up to on this lovely day?
Oh, just obeying
Being
the
damp and
law
fish,
as
no doubt.
always. All posted directives followed to the letter.
Ah, good to hear. Not a one of us want any trouble, that's for sure.
Oh, Gagalo!
Gogalo! That is lucky I don't have my 15-foot club of lava. Okay. I'm with it. I did feel like when I saw the city, I was like, that city looks awfully tiny. What's going on with that? And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be like, wow, look at this old game looking old. But it makes more sense now.
Ah, ow! My ears!
I'm sorry.
Ah! Oh my god! Ah!
Are you okay?
He's dead.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Every member of the Resistance is prepared to die fighting the tyranny of Kochamara.
What's Kochamara?
He's a giant monster like you, Gargalor. He brainwashed and enslaved almost everyone in Lungfishopolis.
That's not okay. That's rude as hell.
So, hey, have you seen any other humans around here? I'm looking for a girl called Lily.
The government archives might have some information about your young girlfriend, Gargalor.
Well, I don't know if she's really my girlfriend. I mean, I think she...
I only meant that she is your friend who was a girl, Gargalor. To access the archives, we must first destroy the broadcast tower Kochamara uses to control the populace.
Check. I'll go smash that then.
Wait, Gargalor! In order to reach the tower, you'll need to pass through that wall of lasers. But you'll never make it through the lasers without our help.
So are you gonna start helping soon?
First, I need you to do something for the Resistance. Punch a hole in that prison and free my comrades.
Well, this is go well. This is gonna go swimmingly. So what does he use their goggles for?
Freedom!
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 There's 3 of them now.
Now.
This is getting out of hand.
Past those gates.
Right. We stole the shield power module from Kochamara. It's too big for any of us to operate, but it should work for you.
I was so sure when it said Coach I thought I was gonna say it started from Coachella. I always knew Coachella was a cover for a gang of psychics hiding their psychic powers. Excuse me?
Hey, is this gonna upset
Is this my kettle
Coachella
power?
and all your little brainwashed neighbors?
No!
I
I gotta be careful about why I use this, because this won't work in America.
So, knocking down the prison and then breaking this laser shield thing, nobody's gonna get mad about that and start shooting at me.
No!
Maybe one guy would.
But what is even an entire navy of lungfish against the might and revolutionary zeal of Gargalore?
Wait, what navy?
Meet us at the dam, Gargalore. For freedom!
A lungfish navy would just be a bunch of lungfish, right? Psychic shield to protect you from damage, reflecting damage. You won't be able to maintain a psychic shield forever. Gotcha. Okay, so Navy's gonna shoot me, and I will reflect it. Telekinesis, I guess, can stay. I guess. Shield. Okay. I have the power to just sat down though. Ooh. I would hate to destroy all your buildings, but I do need these figments. Oh, you got some baggage here. It's huge.
The peaceful city of Lungfishopolis is under attack tonight by a hideous, gigantic monster the terrified citizens have named Gargalore. The Navy has responded quickly and decisively, dispatching its entire tank division to neutralize the creature. Soon,
oh no, not the entire tank division.
will return to normal or better. Kidnapping human children is good.
I love when you have like fish that make like some sort of military, and they just have like regular military stuff, but also they got like fins and stuff on them. Fins and gills in your tank. There you go. Now you got a fish army on your hands. Well, I attack a bit slower, don't I? Because I'm big. Bloop. Rude. It said something about reflecting, but I guess the reflect only probably works in melee, I guess, right? Like if someone slaps me. Because I was thinking I was gonna reflect some projectiles back, which is not happening at all. Oh, they got friendly fire. That's helpful. The shield, I'm ready. Final destination, all Fox. It's pretty fast. It doesn't do damage though. Oh, maybe it does? Maybe I am Fox for melee. Let's give it a try. There he comes. Actually, maybe it's enough to just step on them, and the shield isn't actually doing anything. It does look funny though. I do also want to pick up a tank and see what happens. Imagine he just lugs it. But I gotta try. I gotta see what it does. Oh, gimme. Thank you. Where do I go? Well, I see a place I can go, but it's branching, dude. Ooh, 27. I'm getting close to 30 now. I can get some spells. Oh, hello. Nope, no fighting for me. Only news.
A little embarrassing for Gargalore. Recently surfaced information may strongly link the previously intimidating monster with common low-life criminals.
Wow, I'm on drugs?
Gargalore broke some of his jailhouse cronies out of the slammer so they could enjoy a night on the town, popping pills and soliciting inexpensive call girls. Well,
Everything hit pieces on me.
Hangover. Our beloved Navy has come up with a high-tech new invention. Trucks armed with hyper-electricity.
Oh, I'm gonna reflect the hell out of that.
Not harm the brains.
That's one of the main things that works for you, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I can just step on them. Okay, so doing this does nothing. Yeah, I can just hold that to reflect eventually. I'm not gonna press the attack button ever again.
No, not the natural.
No, come on! What indignities have you show up to now? Cancel culture has gone too far. Ooh, there's a tag there. I saw the tag.
Through our helpless city. Our noble, all-volunteer Navy has been surprised only by the senseless lust for mayhem that seeps from the twisted black lump of a heart in this creature, still known only as Goggalor. Though it loathes violence in all its forms, the Navy has no choice but to activate its anti-monster turrets, which it guarantees are 100% monster-proof.
Navies are famously abhor violence. They cannot stand it. Hate violence. So what did this thing do? Ah, I see. You just block it. Okay. I can block. Okay. Oh my god, it's 100% effective. I think this is where the tag was, right? Oh, I can climb. Yeah, there we go. I saw those. There it is. Purse tag. And there was a purse over here, right?
Good lord, he's impervious to bullets and love.
Got me there. No amount of love will get through my skin. You're not a purse. You're like a duffel bag.
It's a duffel bag.
Yeah, that's what you are. Honestly impressed that I managed to figure out that was a duffel bag from that model. Like, so that's the place where I want to be over there. The progressor. What's this? Oh, hang on. No, this is the place I want to. Yeah, it's got lasers in this. I see now. Where are these tanks they're talking about? It's just. Oh, I can telekinesis pick up tanks. That's what they're telling me about them from so far away then. Did anyone ever play Rampage? I don't know if those games were good, but those games were great. I think those were original arcade games, right? I originally played it on PC, I think, but I always wanted to. I just found out I had like a demo for it somewhere. I always wanted to play the full version, but I don't know what they could even do with the full version of the game, honestly. You do just kind of crawl on buildings and smash them up, and that's kind of it. Got him.
Goggalor, what are you doing down here?
I'm trying to get to that Kochamara tower thing so I can smash it.
The laser tunnel, Goggalor. We have to get through that or we'll never get to Kochamara Island.
But I thought...
There is no I in Team Goggalor.
Yeah, but there's an I in Squish, so watch it. I'll go take out your laser tunnel, but then we're gonna talk about who's running this revolution.
Wait, you're running the revolution now?
I'm trying to get to that Kochamara tower thing so I can smash it.
The laser tunnel...
This guy gets to be huge for 5 minutes and is already running a revolution. I think I played something like that on demo this one's it. Oh, Rampage was so sick. So, Rampage is like a game where you get like a little screen of buildings and you play as like a giant creature. You got the giant gorilla, you got a giant lizard, and you got a, I think the last one's a giant wolf, right? And then you climb on the buildings and you smash them, and once you smash them enough, the buildings raise and you get a bunch of points. I think there's also a multiplayer mode where either you raced to destroy the oh my god, I heard. To destroy buildings the fastest and get the most points, or you like battle each other as well. I don't remember how it worked right now because it's been so long. But something about just playing as a big monster was really fun to do. I remember there was I I guess a spiritual successor to it that came out in the PS2 at some point, which I also played a demo of, and I always wanted to play more of. It was like Rampage, but it was like it made it a 3D game, because that was the style at the time. And they made it into some sort of fighting game, I think. So it was kind of like that Ultimate Hulk game on Xbox, but you were like battle. That's the one we played. It had like the regular freak show of gorillas and lizards, but it also had like a giant lightning eyeball monster. I think if you play the one with the giant eyeball monster, then that's the same game I played. Tell me to go through that, but oh, I can just use my shield, I guess, to get through the lasers. That makes sense. I should try that. I actually have no idea what the game was called, but I imagine it was called something Rampage, unless it was like a knockoff, which it might have been. It might not have been a tournament legal Rampage game. You wouldn't want to infringe on esteemed media property Rampage. Wait, wasn't there a movie made about Rampage recently? Was it like an Adam Sandler film? I think Pixels came out and then someone did Rampage afterwards, and it sounded very bad. The Rock might have been in it. I don't know if I recommend that film. I haven't seen it, but you know, it just seemed like it had all the things that makes a movie quintessentially bad. Hey, just use your laser shield power. Oh, there's a double back. Oh, the melee is actually quite good because it does destroy projectiles. Never mind, that should be snuffable. Wolf, the monsters is one I played. That doesn't ring any bells. Is Rampage the one with the big white gorilla? I believe so, yeah. Any Rampage game has you crawling on the side of a building and then like punching the building until it collapses. That's like every Rampage game.
Freedom! Freedom!
And I believe there is a big white gorilla in it, yeah.
So, this big monster, is that the best you could do?
We were short on time, and he is good at smashing things.
Doesn't look like much to me.
Friggin' budget giants. Where'd you get this guy from?
You're welcome.
Sorry about him, Gargalor. He's been in prison a long time. He's the only pilot the Resistance has, and he has an excellent plan. Meet us at the dam so we can put it into action.
Did the blimps just say brains? That's not the blimps fly. Actually, it might be. Have you ever seen the blimp fly? I haven't. There's a PS2 Rampage game in 3D also, but it's only visually 3D. Oh, like it's got 3D models. You only know because of the movie? Oh my god, we found someone that knows Rampage not because of the games, but because of the films. That's very funny to me because the films look so bad. It's just in that particular genre of like terrible game movies. But I haven't seen it. It might be great. Maybe it's great. I have no idea.
Good lord, he's impervious to bullets.
The Mario film has gotten some fans of it now. Remember when like we had all the angry reviews say that the Mario movie was like terrible and like what a big mistake it was making a Mario film, and everyone's like, wow, the Mario film was the sickest shit, dude. Can't believe they made a gritty Mario film about some sort of cyberpunk dystopia. So sick. Naive Zoomer. Oh, I need to go get my my thingy. So telekinesis doesn't seem too useful right now, but this does.
I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work.
I'm too big for my levitation? That's a bummer.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Can I do this at least? That's not what I want to do. It turns out shooting things is also very good still. Never mind, I should have been doing that a long time ago.
You're lucky we can't own guns, Goggalore.
You're lucky. You would have destroyed you giants if you could have some sort of amendment of the second variety. Wink. Yeah, I'm gonna look up this this game, War of the Monsters. Is that the game I'm thinking about? War of Monsters. Also, hello T, nice to see you. Welcome. War of Monsters on PS4? I think War of Monsters is the game. Yes, War of Monsters is the game I'm talking about. That's the PS2 game that I played that reminded me of Rampage, but wasn't Rampage, but was obviously inspired by it. That seemed really fun to me when I played the demo. It's like a fighting game version of it, I guess. It was strange. But I only ever played the demo, so what do I know? I have no idea. But it seemed really cool. Get to levitation out of here. It's pointless. I don't even need it. What I really need is telekinesis, I guess pyrokinesis might do something. Pyrokinesis. Hey Simon, hello, welcome. Hi, hello. It's nice to see you. Enjoy your Italian massage.
My bait shop.
It comes with free pizza.
Ha! Now you see the genius of our plan, Goggalore.
First we print flyers, then we spread them all over town with my blimp.
Winning over the hearts and minds of Lungfishopolis in as soon as 6 months.
A greasy massage for a low price of 69 beans.
You can come up with another one.
It's a bargain here.
We're busy. We have to select card stock and then find a decent but inexpensive printer within the week.
You were good, download. Yeah, I think I would like to try it. I have like a big bundle of games that I tried, and I always wanted to play the full version of, and I just never got around to it because the game's expensive. And I also just totally forgot about what the games were called. But I did have like a big search through like all the games that I like really wanted to play, and I looked at like you know some of them, and I realized, wow, that actually does not require me to play it at all whatsoever. This game looks shit. But some of them are like, hell yeah, brother! I should definitely give this a try.
Hey!
And I think I want to play the World of Worlds game, World of Monsters, whatever it was called. Just from memory, I know.
My chai tea.
Chai tea. I've been having a lot of boba lately. Boba is actually so good. I've become a boba guy right now. I'm sorry. In the dark of night, boba attacked me, and I was not ready to defend myself against boba, and now I'm a boba guy. It is very good though. I had some taro. I had some oolong iced tea. What's it called? Oolong something. Oolong tea. Oolong boba. That was pretty good. I also enjoyed like the really sweet drinks as well, like the Aurora. That's so sick. Star Wars trenches over here. That's right. You thought I was talking about tea, but I was talking about Boba Fett the whole time. I was talking about bounty hunters, you fool. What do you think I was talking about? Drinks? Dumbass. Is there so many demos from those shitty unofficial PlayStation mags? Yes, me too. I love those things. I got like about 70 kroner or something like that, like a month or something. Back in the day. That was like my allowance. And the price for like one of those PlayStation magazines with like a demo disc in it was about 70 kroner. So instead of like saving those up and getting like a game, because I was like, what the fuck is time? how does time work? How do I save things up? Instead of doing that, I just like bought these magazines and got like a bunch of demo discs instead of a full game. But it did mean I played a lot of really weird shit. Like smaller maps have a lot of weird shit. Oh, nice. Excuse me, I'd like to see the screen, please. Oh, yeah, thank you. Also, those demo discs ended up in charity shops for like £1. Damn it. Why didn't you tell me that 20 years ago? No one told me about that 20 years ago. It's fine. Once I got the internet, I went on the like really shitty freeware sites to buy games. Like, does anyone remember Icy Towers? It's a game where you like got a really narrow screen with like a tall tower, and you like run side to side, and it's kind of slippery, and you gain momentum, and then you like jump up the platform, and you kind of like bounce up the walls, and it's about getting as high up the tower as possible. It's sick. Icy Towers is so good. I think it's called Icy Towers. It might just be called Icy Tower. It's got some sort of kid with a beanie in it. And it's got like a very 90s sort of aesthetic. It's got some graffiti with a very like blocky font. What else is there up the back? Oh, and Elastomania. That was also a really sick freeware game I got. That's the one where you like on a really shitty like moped, and it's really easy to like flip around, and if you hit your head on anything you die. It's basically Trials but very old. Very, very old. Oh, and the goal was to collect apples for some reason. This guy on a moped, mortally afraid of hurting his head because he would die. Collecting apples. It was the early download games. I was thinking Spooky Castle. I don't think I played Spooky Castle. That doesn't ring any bells to me. Did anyone else play Abuse? It was some sort of like 2D. I don't know what you would call it. Platformer? Not. Oh, it wasn't really a platformer. It was like a survival horror. Metroidvania, maybe. I don't know. You were like, it was a side scroller and you had a bunch of weapons, but it wasn't like Contra or anything. It was sick though. You had like a level creator. Oh no, the train's fine. No, come to the rails. The trains are great this time of year. You just run right through them. They're delicious. Don't worry about it. Did anyone ever play that version of Sonic X? Absolutely, I did not.
We're here with the star of the popular sitcom Trouble in the Bubble, Buddy Finn.
How does it run in XL?
Buddy, what's your take on the Goggalore situation? Is he just misunderstood? No way! I hate Goggalore. I can't imagine any one of my fans siding with the monster. He hates everything lungfish care about. Air, water, family, the economy.
Maybe you should like not use wearing goggles and they wouldn't know what to call you. Then they could like whitewash your identity, you know?
Airplanes!
You could sanitize your reputation.
We can all look forward to Goggalore's imminent death. And to seeing you, buddy, every Thursday night at 8, right here on LBC. Thanks. And I'd just like to add that if anyone kidnaps a human child, they should take them quickly under the lake to the abandoned insane asylum.
Goggalore, come in. We have come.
God damn it, yeah, there's Sonic's
We can put them
in XL,
in
yeah,
position
you're right.
to help you cross Kochamara Channel to get to Kochamara Island and destroy Kochamara Tower.
The thing is that, although we have the utmost faith that you will soon contain the area, Goggalore, we,
We just think it best to
Oh no, my reputation is too stinky.
Position out here.
just
Oh, no,
until
wait.
you clear
No,
the
they
area
still wanna
of
work with me.
hostiles.
Yes.
For insurance reasons, Goggalor.
Yes, that, and for freedom.
It's just when you said for Excel or something, I didn't think it was actual Excel. Oh my god, this is amazing! Wow. Also, I expected the picture to move because it was a .gif, but it's one of those still GIFs that you have. It always freaks me out when like you open a GIF and it's totally still, or the other thing, a moving JPEG. That is also really weird. I don't know what's going on with that when that happens. Demo Derby is still on the Giant Bomb series I miss the most. They went through playing everything on all those demo lists that people sent in. Oh, that was a big thing I enjoyed watching Chip Cheesen do actually. Because he actually had those like demo discs that I'm talking about. Like those exact ones. So like from those videos I actually like recognize a lot of the demo disc he's got. It's really cool. Like the demo disc on the PlayStation 1 that had like the tech demos of like the dinosaurs, the ominous music. There's also one with like a stingray, right? Ooh. And like, oh, and the extra footage as well. The extras on those discs were so funny. Because they were very off its time. Very like 90s and early 2000s. It's like a lot of Guy Fieri's, you know, that sort of thing. We did have some Pizza Hut demoed style things though. I played a lot of those like kids adventure games that like people do like meme videos now on YouTube. You know, like Pat Goes to the Moon and stuff like that. I actually played those things when I got them in my cereal. I remember there was one about like Pajama Sam that we got a lot, and there's also one about like, what's it called, Spy Fox? I think Spy Fox. But I never got like Chex Quest or anything like that. Chex is like an actual cereal, right? So that's probably why I didn't get it, because I don't think we have Chex here. Which is the problem. Oh, but yeah, the Sonic and Excel thing is really cool. I love when the people like find weird ways of like using software like that to do games, etc. Like Myst is a really weird example of that. Because that was not made in like, you know, any sort of game engine or anything like that. Like, I believe Myst is made with like some sort of business card thing. It's like a slideshow thing they used to make Myst. For like, I think they made Myst in basically kind of like the equivalent of like PowerPoint, I think. Which is, you know, if you know Myst, it's maybe not as crazy as it sounds.
Freedom!
Classic Doom is right. Everyone wants to see what they can get Doom to run on there. It's really funny seeing Myst uploaded to like a fridge or whatever. I guess like a ton of things are just running in Android now, right? Like you can have like Android on like a toaster. So like any smart device like that, you can just run Doom on, right? But I'm always like impressed when you see things that I have no idea why would run Doom, like some weird calculator or something like that. This level is 1,000,000 years long. Yeah, I struggled a little bit with those planes because they kept knocking me off these buildings, but I can't freaking climb them very fast. Alright, so what do I do now? I like this level though, but this might be one of those examples of what we heard early on, is that some levels may drag a little bit. Don't feel a bit feverish. Guess I was too optimistic thinking I just got away with arm pain. Ah, that really sucks. That's a bummer. Yeah, I hear the booster shot does knock out some people more than the previous shots have.
Well, we're sorry to
Like, it seems to just get like a little bit worse for each shot. I don't know if that's like psychosomatic or something, but it does seem to be a little bit worse each time.
Now, Kochamara himself will have to come all the way down here just to save our worthless hides. Authorities are calling for a big parade in Kochamara's honor after he clobbers the annoying giant Goggalor. And if the parade is big enough, Kochamara promises not to destroy the city. Brush teeth more often, don't drool so much.
I also feel like I get protected from being a fat folk sometimes, yeah. Because hang on, we got three big lads here who all did not have any problems with the vaccine. Maybe we house enough burgers to get away scot-free from the vaccine. It's him, Kachubara. Is that your name? I had like some pain from the vaccines, but I didn't get ill, thankfully.
Give up while you can, Goggalor.
Like, I think all of them just give me like a good amount of arm pain, basically. The first one was the worst though. Oh, the news guy was Kachubara the whole time. Alright, so ow! Ouch, owie. Alright, so shield seems good. Ram is pretty mighty. You're trying to do some beams against me? Yeah, good luck with that. I'm just gonna reversal you, big. Oh, he's doing the little finger thing. Booster felt worse when I got than when I got COVID. So that's one more conspiracy theorist. What is he up to? What are you doing? Okay, so that one charges for a while. But that is hard to avoid. Sequence of normal attacks.
Vision.
Wow, I'm gonna hold it longer than that? Messed up. Give him some health, please. Just keep spitting them out. I don't remember the Finland or UK teams in Strike Out. But the UK team didn't do particularly well, did they? What? How active is that?
Overly intricate combination.
Right, keep holding. There we go, got it. Whew. Got him. Well, however terrible it was getting COVID and also getting boosters, you know, It is at least still better than dying, so that's good.
Get ready for Goggalore.
I'm always a big fan of living. Living's a pretty good state of being. I put it in my top 10 at least of states. You know, gas, plasma, solids, living. It's pretty good. Ooh, are we getting over it? This looks like we're about to get over it. We're getting to the top. Man, this is thrilling. What a dream this is. Ponder this.
Fine. Take control of this freaky toad. I don't need him to nab children for me anymore. I've got the brain of a little girl back in my lab that's strong enough to power a whole army of psycho-blaster death tanks. Huh? What?
You've got the brain of a little girl.
I said in my lab.
I think you've got the muscles of a little girl too.
Roasted. Toasted.
Good one.
Human child.
Who is that?
It is I, the creature whose spirit was once, over here. Behind you? Yes.
Oh.
The creature whose spirit was once enslaved by the evil one. You have unchained my soul, and now I shall repay you, powerful human child.
Oh.
In what? Nails?
Great.
Fish?
Well, okay.
I saw what you got down
What
here.
you did to my friend Lily.
By the drowned spirit of Oblongata, it is done.
Suck. Yeah, that's a fun level. That's a fun theme. Oh no, we got to the Forsaken Fortress. Unless you've already been here, I don't recognize the area.
Across the lake, you may return to either shore and summon me with that.
Thanks, hulking lungfish. You know, you really aren't as hideous as people say.
You may call me now by my true name, Rasputin. The name given to me by my people.
And what name is that, noble lake creature?
Hank.
Linda.
Linda. That was close.
What a magical lady.
Wait, what do you got? You got a little fish bone. I think it's got really nice blowjob lips. I didn't realize they came in bone, bone material. There we go. It's wide to spin. If only I knew that about an hour ago, it would have helped me.
Have you close seen a... Hey, I was talking...
Huh? Who are you working for?
What? I'm with the Psychonauts.
Who? Oh, that doesn't fit in. That doesn't fit in at all. Maybe I've got this all wrong. Oh, okay, but... went to the prom with those...
Time for the best level? Ooh! How about that?
Last specimen of the super virus.
So I'm looking at a pretty good place now to exit if I want to get the other spell, right? I've been alerted to having a new spell for a while now. But they just sort of put me back in the in this level here. So I guess if I wanted to, I could just
And nobody seems to
use my smelling salt, right?
I don't want to crack open these smelling salts unless I'm in a mental world. And I really want to get out.
Someone
They smell...
I'm not in the mental world. Gotcha.
Wait.
Who do you work for?
I'm the guard.
I've been fully trained.
I guess I can always use the bacon, yeah.
Locked on the inside.
How do I get back here though?
Freaky hunchback girl who loves brains so much.
If I left here, I don't know how we would get back here. Oh, that's what the fish is. Lungfish school. I see. I see. I want to get the thingy.
Delicious. Huh? Ready to come?
Yes.
Alrighty then.
That's easy enough.
In recognition
Very convenient
of your
travel.
hard work,
You
dedication,
just put me
and
right into the
opportunity.
thingy. Excellent.
I'm
That's exactly what I
proud to
wanted.
bestow upon you the official merit badge for invisibility.
Oh! Well, it looks like I'm heading into stealth level, so that's fantastic. Oh, and I can also probably get past Afro guy as well, I imagine. In the lake.
Okay.
During daytime.
Let's play a game. Look out! Another sensor. Oh no, you're out of ammo.
No, I'm not.
You are now.
We're all playing, come on.
Take this guy
Such a
out.
bore.
But if he sees you at all,
Boorish bore.
go get him. Hey,
invisible.
where'd he go?
Where could it be? Have no ammo. Oh, have no ammo!
Let me repeat myself. Here are the rules. Take this guy out, but if he sees you at all, you lose. Go get him. Hey, where'd he
I
go?
thought maybe I could like break the role playing, you know? And make him mad.
Well done.
Because I used ammo
That's
anyway.
The power of invisibility. I think I've heard the kids around camp refer to this technique as silent but deadly. Rasputin, come up here. There's something you should see.
That's exactly what it meant. Where'd it go? I can't see it if it go invisible. Oh, there it is. It just teleport.
You're the only one left, son.
Oh.
Can't even make a connection with Sasha or Mia right now for some reason.
Sasha said he had some official Psychonauts business.
Impossible. I would know it if they did.
That's a big old lump of kids.
Something's happened to them. Rasputin, listen. You're the only one who can stop Oleander now.
What about you?
I can't leave this cave, Rasputin. Not as the Ford Cruller you know.
What? Why?
Years ago, I was in a terrible psychic duel that left me barely alive.
Yeah, I read about that. They said your psyche was shattered, that you lost your mind.
That's why there's so many of them.
You seem fine to me.
Yes, when I'm down here near the Psytanium mother lode. The concentrated power of the Psytanium pulls my thoughts together, keeps me like my old self. But if I leave this sanctuary, my psyche becomes disjointed, and I fall into one of my other personalities with no memory of who I really am. I'd be no use to you unless you needed something raked or mopped.
Cooked. You can cook. You can make burgers. Apparently. Allegedly. I haven't gotten any.
Psychonauts won't listen to me. They wrote me off as a loon years ago. That's why Sasha and Mia have to take on all my
I was about to say I
missions.
could go for a burg, but I have had a burg very
Behind the
recently. I need
assignment,
to
so
control
they
this.
never get approved.
No more burgs.
But Sasha
I'm housing them.
seems to be out of commission now. You have to be my field agent, Rasputin. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. You have to find where that monster took the girl. And if you locate any of the other children's brains along the way, bring them back to me for recranialization. Understand?
Ew. I mean, yes, sir.
It's a deal. I do have to check out some of the other local eateries I've got though. Like within our walking distance, I got not like a big like downtown or anything, like in city center or anything, but there's a few like places to eat and some cafes and stuff. I need to check out a few more of those. There was a sushi place, and there was also like a burger place, and that was pretty nice. I went to that, it was pretty good. there was something else, I feel. Well, there's like a billion burger places though. But of the places I cared about. Oh yeah, there was like a donut cafe. I need to go check out the donut cafe. Maybe I only recently just had a burger, and I should not go for another one today. Maybe I'll tomorrow. Maybe I'll go for a little donut. No, I can't. I'm getting my shot tomorrow. God damn it. Boo. Let's see. Lake, I guess. Yeah, I don't have enough money for anything else.
It's time
I can't.
to go to the
It's not like I can buy anything. Wait, is that cobweb thing ever gonna become relevant? It needs so many shots. I don't know if I'm ever gonna need it. Yes. Take me away, Ocean Linda.
What's up, Linda?
Prepare yourself for passage, human child.
Don't think you ever need it. Yeah. Like, I guess technically you can use it to get more spells, right? But there's also like many other ways in the game to get spells, so it seems like it's something you can do if you're not collecting this.
In conjunction with what's it stands maybe? I'm telling you, I don't know squirrels.
I walked outside.
Signed a secret treaty with.
Well, I think now's a good time for levitating. And you know what it's also a good time for? No, messing up on my spells apparently. I need to save. There you go, that's a good time for. This game does not have autosave, to my knowledge, so you gotta be careful. Wait, did he get rid of all my ammo? That's rude as hell. I'm pretty sure I used to have some ammo.
The table. Oh, okay, table.
But I think he robbed me of my ammo when I did that introduction to invisibility.
To squirrels to keep down. Biggest conspiracy of all. And sure as the nose on my face, I am sure they.
Yeah, the ball bounce in this is pretty nice. It's good enough to just let you. Oh, I can bounce over that. It's good enough to like skip ladders.
The military-industrial complex. No.
I guess I can ignite them.
No, wait. I mean, oh no, it's happening again. Spontaneous combustion from the government LSD tests.
I hate it when that happens.
Phew. Made a deal back in '68 with foreign toy makers. Someone has to get this.
Him being on fire doesn't seem to help me. But I could fling him into the door.
They've come for me. They're taking me away.
No, I can't like control where I fling him.
Cows signed a secret treaty with the pelicans to keep down my hoot.
Oh, I know what to do. Of course, you just put a door on them. Now this guy's a bad mental cobwebs, and sure, you won't get too far until you buy a cobweb duster at the camp store. You still want to jump in and try it? God damn it.
Yeah. Not another clacking device.
Way to prove me wrong, game? Yeah, you immediately have to ask. The game just tells me I need it. I thought it was maybe just for progression for a moment. In any case, we'll get some shards in here, some arrowheads in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost complete. Just a few missing pieces.
Yes, now, which piece talks about the milkman? The one who opens the asylum gate?
But it's all about the milkman. Can't you see?
Is this like one of those 3D paintings? I can never do those.
No, you just gotta learn to see it like I see it. There's something in the fridge that might help you see the world like I do.
Ooh, sorry, I don't drink. Before noon, I mean.
The other people I watched play this, granted, is that early on. Oh, that kind of sucks. Because, yeah, if I do need it at this point, that's kind of a bummer. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, I guess I don't have access to it in this dream. Well, that sucks. So I'm gonna have to like leave at some point and come back in. Well, yeah, at this point I haven't gotten that many arrowheads at all. So, I was thinking that like I would have the amount of arrowheads when the thing became relevant to use, you know? But it seems like that hasn't happened at all because I have 279 figments. No, sorry, arrowheads. So that's not nearly as many as I need. I need 800, so it seems like they put in something which you just actually have to grind for. A lot for 800. It's fine. I'll play some hot and cold then. I guess like early on, it would be the best time to get it while all the kids are awake. Because then at least you could like walk around and talk to the kids and explore the camp and everything, I guess. But now it's not as interesting walking around. Clairvoyance lets you see through the eyes of another. Try it on a person directly or on a handled object that bears the special orb.
As sure as the nose on my face.
Lamp.
The milkman's dead? Ah, crud.
Burned up in a department store fire. Didn't you hear? At least that's what the media would have you believe. Is he dead or not? Go to the graveyard.
Who could tell?
Dig him up. Oh, you'll find something all right. But it's neither man nor milk.
It's pilk.
And then it comes out of the
Pepsi milk. That's what you'll find in the...
With all its little audio. Be careful. They're watching all the time.
Okay. Now, how am I gonna find some creepy graveyard in this nice, normal neighborhood?
A nice, non-Euclidean neighborhood, as you have. Gonna give it all for the non-Euclidean neighborhood. Oh, and this uses the cube physics as well, of like letting you... Can I walk off here? No, I can't. But I could like walk on like the curb and then like spun my world around. That counts as a death? Damn, that sucks.
Hey, are you following me?
Interesting. It sees me as a little parcel. That's funny. Clairvoyance is great to use on every NPC to see how they see you. Yeah. So it seems like there's gonna be a lot of jokes with this. That's great. Palm bomb upgrade at 25. They just told me. They just told me what the upgrade is. What the fuck is this Resident Evil shit? These camera angles, what the hell? I'm playing alone in the dark? I need that. Oh, I needed that. I wanted that. I'm a milk snatcher. That's what I also see when I see Maggie Thatcher. How is this? There's a stop sign. And my name. Oh, hello. Hello. There's gonna be some stuff in here. Oh, the flamingos just sees me as for what I am. How about that? Wait, what? Alright, there's like a... what is that inside of it? There is something inside of it. It's like a little man. Or a camera? It kind of looks like a little birthday guy. This level has some like big Harvest vibes. You know the adventure game where you're that guy who's trying to get into the lodge? God, that's a magical game that you should never play. Harvester, yeah.
Red sign helps me work on the road. Stop. Hello, fellow road crew worker. Welcome to the road crew.
Welcome to the road crew. Yeah, Harvester is a really interesting game from a long time ago. It's from that time when a lot of games try to like turn like pictures of people into sprites, like in like Mortal Kombat, and there's like the graphics of it, and
dangerous conditions ahead.
It's like this game where you wake up in a weird American like suburbia, and like everyone's a weirdo. It's a very strange and like violent game.
Hello, fellow road crew worker.
I recommend like watching some videos of it. It's very funny. It's me, road crew worker.
No ped Xing.
Aged Paul in some ways, a lot of ways. I don't know if that game was ever really good. Even like now, I think it's always been kind of, you know, ironically good. But it's interesting. It's a game I would never play. I don't know who got the idea of like having really terrible combat in a point and click game. Oh yes. Yes, Arrowhead, yes. Like, guy who has only played Harvester. This level has some Harvester vibes to it.
Stop. This is a restricted area.
For what? For phone guys?
I have a special phone. Hello?
It's a special phone.
Why don't you come in here and do that, tough guy? Stop with us. Are you aware you're being followed?
I only did what he asked.
What was in Cooper's fridge? Where did you get the red sign? What happened inside that house?
I didn't die at least, that's good.
Stop. Road crew workers only beyond the yellow line.
I think. I might have got the life back.
Crew workers?
Yes, we work on the road with these red signs.
I see. Well, do you
Oh, I'm missing story because I just found the red sign.
Ask that question. Are you the milkman?
Do I look like a milkman to you?
That information is restricted to the road crew. Please move along.
Okay, what does he see us now actually?
Slow to 15 miles
Oh, he has no idea.
The road is out and we are working on it.
Goes in here, right? Oh, do I have it as an item now actually? Yes,
I am on the road crew. This is my stop sign.
Welcome to the road crew. Oh, I wonder if I actually need to get past some cobwebs for some of the items here.
Stop. This is a restricted area. Is there anyone on the line? I am fixed. Stop. This is a restricted area.
I am on the road crew. This is my stop sign.
We have no use for road work here. These are my... Stop. This is a restricted area.
That's as I can...
Stop. Come with us.
Oh no! Cops got me!
What?
Yeah, you don't die at least when that happens.
Xing.
Oh, can I turn invisible?
Please, sir. We have infrared vision.
They have infrared vision. Never mind. Yeah, I might have to find a phone somewhere. And I have a feeling I know where the phone is. Invisibility is used like 2 or 3 times ever. It's a joke still. Skill, yeah. See, this door here is covered up by cobwebs. So I feel like there's a reason why they have a big old warning when you go into this level about like having the cobweb duster, because I don't think they want to like frustrate people too much by looking for something that they can't find, because that seems to be some places you can't go to, and I have to assume that the thing I'm looking for is in those places. Unless I can run in that door then. No, actually, is there a phone there? Hello? I need a special phone. I need a special phone for my special needs. Anyone? No? Okay. No special phone for me. No. There's enough phone-like objects. Is that a special phone? No.
Operator. Someday, the popularity of mobile phones will make my job obsolete. Can you hear me? I can listen to any phone conversation that I want, but do not because of my sense of professional responsibility.
I don't suppose I can just jump here. I can, okay. That opens things up a little bit.
Hello,
But no.
sir. I am a rainbow squirt. Would you like
Hello! Are you the one of the kids that lost the brains?
I would buy some cookies, but I don't have any milk. Do you have any idea where I could buy some milk for my cookies?
Ah! Creepy man!
Yeah, you got it right. Although I'm not so sure about man. Pretty sure Rasputin is like 10, maybe 11. It's the goggles, they age him up, you know. You really should go for a haircut and maybe like a goggle cut as well, where you cut those friggers off. Don't need them. What do they even do? Ooh, what are the odds for a goggles they do nothing joke in this game? What are the odds? Side power upgrade earned! Palm Mega Bomb. After you start a palm bomb, press X as many times as you can before you hit the ground. Ooh, okay. Palm Mega Bomb. Okay, I see. I totally forgot what the palm bomb was, because they were talking about palms, and I was like, talking about like palm trees?
I like to trim
Talking about the palm tree girls and the palm tree guys? Ooh, did I see some baggage there somewhere? I never did. What do I look like now? Oh, a guy with garden shears. I don't think that's of any interest to guys with special phones though. In the house and there's not a fault for looking for a phone. And I think that's the best. Hey, if you were looking for a landline phone, where would you go? Probably at the start of Fallout 4, right? Dude, my flat, I kid you not, has like the landline plugs in it still. Like the sockets where you're supposed to plug in your landline, but it doesn't have one of them. It doesn't have two of them. It has 3 of them. I can plug in 3 landlines in my entree. They're not even spread around the room. They had 3 of them in the entree. So when you walk in the front door and you look to your immediate left, boom, 2 landlines. And you walk a little bit forward, like ahead of the like where my dresser is, another landline. I don't know why, but that's something I have in my
I
flat.
like to trim hedges. I like to trim hedges.
I like to trim hedges. I also like to open fridges though. It only glows sometimes. There you go. Do you still have a landline in the UK? People don't use landlines here, but that's also because you can't. They like, there is no infrastructure for landlines anymore. They like, cut it. It's dead. Wait, what do you see me as? Weird guy who steals milk.
The most pleasant sewers can be found in Paris, France. Though I often smell of excrement, I deserve your respect because I provide...
Oh, this guy looks like he just wants to go.
Feces, stop. This is a restricted area.
That's another problematic area, yep. Sure can't get in there. Too many cobwebs. Do the Figmas even give me shards? I don't think they even give me arrowheads. If we could get like an arrowhead for picking up Figments, it'd be okay. Because then I would at least have a few more hundred. But I don't. Oh, I'm kind of lost, dude. Figures rank you up, yeah. But I wish they gave me shards. Cyblast upgrade, okay. I'd appreciate that. Cyblast seems like a pretty good skill. Hey, another good thing about this level is that the Figments seem really easy to find and get. I don't have to like jump around really annoying places for them.
I like to trim hedges.
I like to trim hedges.
That's nice.
I haven't found anywhere where my hitch cover goes. Remember when the phone gimmicks were also internet? Oh, I do. Yeah, it used to be that here as well, but I don't think they have been here for a long time.
I don't want to mail anything in this creepy mailbox.
This seems like it would give me the same sort of role as the hedge clipper did. I guess those agents are very specific. They have very, very specific interests, I guess. I think to connect to the internet now, I think everywhere I live now, it's just like I don't know what the cables are called, but they're like the round cables with like the little metal rod, a thin metal rod in the middle. Is it called like a coax? Coax cable?
I don't want to mail that. I don't want to mail anything in this creepy mailbox.
It's a mailbox? Coaxial, yeah. Yeah, I never. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I've never lived anywhere where I connect by the internet with like this small Ethernet thing. It's only been like the coaxial cable. So, doesn't matter what I carry for these guys. They know the true. Well, I guess this is the end of the line, considering there's a teleporter there. Oh, no, I can go here as well. No, I can't. I've been there. But I might not have been here. Oh, that's a fridge. I'm hoping I don't have to like not miss like a thing in the house or something, because then I'm definitely gonna have missed something somewhere. Yeah, my instinct right now is that I have... Wait, there's two of you? Oh yeah, there are multiple so far. I thought she was just moving around quickly, but there's many of them. I think what I need is the cobweb thingy. Invisibility bad, so get the levitation stat. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh no, it's the worst Kingdom Hearts level, dude. No! God, I was so stuck. in the Alice in Wonderland level in Kingdom Hearts, man. So fucking stuck. You just had to like, go to random parts of the level all the time, man. Hey, bud.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
Just sees me as a little guy. That's right, I'm just a little guy. I just figured the bird would definitely see me as something something different.
Widow.
A green widow. Oh, I can go to the graveyard now. Okay. I don't think I even seen a graveyard, but I guess there is a graveyard somewhere. I can sneak into it now. I wonder if the reason I haven't seen a graveyard is because... no, there it is. Okay. I thought maybe I would have to go through like the sewers to get to some places. The watering. Ah, there I am, yeah. I see. I need watering can here. Is the watering?
Need to have water poured on them because they have no hands to hold glasses of water.
That's exactly why, yeah.
Water is important. That is
Water
a
is
fine watering can.
important.
May I ask how much you paid for it? That is
I paid, you know, the fair equivalent exchange for this
watering can. May I ask how much you paid for it?
Ooh, rolling pin. Okay, I opened a drawer using a key. I unlocked the drawer with a key, and inside the drawer is another key.
Come with us.
Oh, fuck me. The game friggin' changed what I had in my hands. That is so rude. Okay, it didn't put it too far though, thankfully. It feels like a game that would give you a headache. Well, it is about...
The cemetery is...
It is about using psychokinesis. So that's purely intentional.
I am a grieving widow.
I see that you are
I'm a grieving widow.
I will give you your space.
Yeah, I don't know if this game looks annoying or not, but it does not feel annoying. I'm not annoyed playing this game. I'm not feeling particularly lost or anything, so... It might look worse than it is. But it depends on your preference, I suppose. But I'm having a totally great time with this game. I do not mind at all. Boyd, fired again. You're not good enough at sitting in places with hats on. You're fired. No, you're fired. Actually, it might have been more than that. I just sort of went out of it. Can I go back to it? Yeah, there we go. No, that was the last one. Alright, cool. I'll take that hat. Thank you. Well, I got 7 now? Since when?
I see that you are grieving. I will give you your space. I see that you are grieving. I will give you your space.
Oh, shit. I can probably pyrokinesis that, can't I? God, for a moment I was like, oh, this is how it gets rid of those thorns and roots everywhere. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. And then I realized, oh no, I'm thinking about Neo 2, not Neo 2, I'm thinking about Neo 2 right now. That's a completely different game than this. That is...
What were you doing in the cemetery? Are you a grieving widow? Where are your...
That is such bullshit. They kicked me out?
That book you found was dynamite.
Oh no, wait, okay, cool. It was intended.
Wide open.
It does?
I was like,
Yes.
you not allow me to pick up the thing, because when I pick up the thing, I'm not a widow anymore.
Everything. But now, I've got it. That book came from the book depository. They must want to make us think that's where they want us to go. Because they think we'll think we know they know we know. So we won't go.
So I shouldn't go to the book depository?
Of course you're going to the book depository. Take the sewers. Watch
I
out
can't
for
go to
workers
the sewers. I
and
need
radioactives and perpetrators.
something.
Some of those sewer workers are involved, I think. You'll need one of these.
Oh.
Now we're talking.
Gats. I'll take
It's
it.
fake. It will help you fit in around the other
And here you are,
assassins.
Raz. Your gun.
Wait a second.
Beware the cows. Not all milk is enriched.
It's a joke, Doraz. It's a fake. Where is this? I don't recognize this place. Is this where I started? There's a Figment Sea. Yeah, this house here. Who is this? Yeah, that's where. Okay, that's where I started. Good to know. But why were there figments everywhere? What were they doing there? I just didn't take them. So what do you think it could be now that I have
It is very hot
gun?
here. Working on the road. I am on fire. No pedestrian traffic allowed. Stop. This is a restricted area.
It needs to do some road work so it stops it from being on fire. Let's see.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of
Guy
range.
with gun. Okay.
No ped exit.
Ped exit. Pedestrian crossing. There you are. You little Lilo and Stitch creature that teleports me somewhere. No. I forgot to call it the collective unconscious man. I hate Carl Jung, dude. He sucks. Post office. Yeah, maybe the post office. I don't know. That's where I remember. Yes. His gun stance is not something to write home about. It's like he's carrying the gun in a way you would if the gun was really sticky. Like this gun is covered in like strawberry jam, and he doesn't want it touching his body right now. Oh no! Oh, my left hand's so sticky. Don't like it. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's where I found the flower. Is this road work? No, this is sewer. I need a plunger, yeah. I can go around.
The sewer is very important, and we are
But
responsible.
okay, so I've got a few things now. I got the rolling pin, and I've got the gun.
It's fake. I'm worried the other assassins are gonna make fun of me.
Stop. This is a restricted area.
So this side was like a pistol, yeah. Over here? Yes. No! I ran into the curb. I got turned around. Oh, hang on.
I am fixing.
So that could go to a phone. So I can't go in. Oh, okay, I can't climb that. That's what that's about. But these guys have got hedges.
Is there anyone on the line? I am glad you are here to help me trim these hedges.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. For some hedge trimmer solidarity. I'm glad to be one with the gang.
My good landscaping adds to the property value.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see. Good thing I didn't go here earlier then. Because there's a little corner in here for the Rolling Pin Club, naturally. I really love these guys. Oh, A Hat in Time said that Psychonauts was a direct influence, right?
I like
Actually, I can actually see that now. In terms of the some of the worlds, there is a world a lot like this in A Hat in Time.
Pies come in many flavors. Apple pies are very popular.
Like, now that I know the reference, it's like very, very, very on the nose, actually.
Pie crusts should be. rolled outward from the center.
Hello.
Hello.
Pie
Welcome
creature.
to my house. Please stay and make pie. My stories are about to come on. Pies are delicious.
Pies are delicious. Oh,
Though
maybe
I
I should
do not
make
receive a
pie.
paycheck, I consider my homemaking to be my occupation.
These guys are very conservative. What did I get there? Wait, did I get anything there?
It is important not to use too much onto my house.
Wait, shit. I totally blanked on what I... Oh, I got like an ammo upgrade, didn't I, from the server? I think that's what I got.
My stories are about to come on. Come with us.
God damn it. I hate when it does this.
What?
It's very rude. It doesn't set you back very much ever, but it's just very rude. It's unethical. It's getting such a rip of Persona 5, dude. It also has the collective unconscious in it.
Disposal of hazardous materials. Sewer water is often highly radioactive.
This game.
I need to prevent
Give me
blockages,
mad
and this
Persona 5
device is
vibes.
one of my tools.
Have we been to the Water Can Society? Yes, I have. That's one of the first ones I went to. Okay, I'm starting to feel like I am now finally stuck until I can get the cobweb thing. I don't know if I can do anything. I didn't interact with the post office very much, but I feel like this is where the finale is. I feel like the game was hinting that you talk to the little whispering girl. Really? I feel like she's just whispering around me.
Excuse me,
Oh!
I'm looking for the milkman.
Stop talking to me! You're going to get me in trouble!
Excuse me.
Stop!
Maybe I should talk to her in each spot and see if anything changes.
Excuse me.
Stop!
Excuse me.
Stop!
Oh! Hang on, are they like following me?
Stop!
She is following me. Okay, maybe I should get all the girls.
Excuse.
No, this one doesn't follow me. What if I have some sort of costume? What if I make a pie?
I am making a pie.
That's nice.
I am making a pie.
Okay, what if I have gun?
Fake. It's fake. I'm worried the other. It's fake. I'm worried the other assassins.
Stop telling them it's fake. Yeah, she's definitely following me. I think she might be a red herring. Also one of her in here as well, right? Maybe not. What's that little cage area though? There's like a tiny little cube to be in here.
It's fake. I'm worried the other assassins are gonna make fun of me.
I guess it's just one of those little cage areas there. I was thinking maybe it was an illusory wall to get in there, but doesn't appear to be.
Seen
Bird?
any suspicious characters around here lately?
What? Sometimes you can use clairvoyance on an object to see from the point of view of the owner. Just hold the item in your hand and use the clairvoyance power. Items that have strong clairvoyance reaction will appear with a special aura in the inventory like this. Oh! Oh! It didn't do that before! What? This is the puzzle that you just bullshitted your way through. What? Hang on. How did I do this before? I just walked through it before. I didn't think this was a puzzle. I thought this was just a zone. What? You're meant to go through the gate once and then jump over it the other way so it says open. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Technician.
But I was just fucking around, so I didn't even notice there was a problem. Oops.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
Hello. Don't tickle him.
Creep.
Wait, what do I have a feather? What's a feather for? Oh, I didn't always have the feather.
Creep.
Well, I definitely am a creep right now. So I'm like going around tickling strangers.
Please do not do that. The sewer carries human waste. Please do not do that. Feces. Please do not do that. The sewer is very important, and we are responsible for its upkeep. Due to illegal disposal of hazardous materials, sewer water is often highly radioactive. We work in the sewer.
It's kind of stuck.
Sewers are full of
I
rats.
think she's stopped by cones. We found the one thing cones actually stop.
I deserve your respect because I provide a valuable service.
Weird pigtail creatures.
This
They
job
don't
is
like cones.
unsavory, but it must be performed by someone.
That's it. I feel like that means it's a red herring. And I definitely need to collect some cobwebs. Maybe. Who knows? And this guy's to follow me. I feel like that's not important.
I could use that, but I should probably just use my finger.
Oh, are you like mad that I've got something equipped? How did I take it off? There we go. Ah.
Are you following me? Hey, I'm just gonna walk through, okay?
Stop. This is a restricted area. Stop. This is a restricted area.
Oh, I see. 8671. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, I just got put off from this puzzle here earlier because I had an item in me. And I didn't realize that I would have to take off the item before I could interact with the Curlock. I thought it was a mailbox as well. Well, I didn't think it was. I thought it was something, but not a mailbox. But the game said, I don't want to send that in the mail. I was like, well, that's a mailbox? Oh, there we go. That's a problem. Alright, so I think that definitely means they're like, no, you must exit the level and grind before you're allowed to proceed, I think. Are these just moving around? Why are they so fun together? Yeah. It's time to leave. Can I bacon even in here?
Hey, why don't you just take a little nibble of that and see if I can taste it too?
Yeah, we don't need a device.
Agent Cruller, do you have any?
We have to find a way through the sewers to the
He always has clues, that's fun.
Need your
What
Airplanes can be a pain, can't they?
Airplanes can be a pain, can't they?
Well, you got a shield until you see an
Oh, I could have shielded.
and side blast them out of the sky.
All of these are for the last level. That was giant.
you ever been grabbed by a suckerfish?
Oh, they can give you a nasty hickey. But if you jump twice and spin, you might be able to shake them off a little quicker.
Yeah, what are you doing here, Cougar?
You go invisible quick.
Ah, that's what I need to do.
Cougars can fire start at quite a distance, but they can't burn what they can't see.
Also, you can just
And
shoot
also,
them.
if you pick them up with TK, you can actually distract them for a little bit and use that to your advantage.
Oh, TK is telekinesis. That's what it is. I thought it was Tiger Knee.
Have you ever seen a plant with eyes and teeth?
Oh, yeah. The kind that's impervious to attack when it's curled up? Hate those. You gotta
Don't
walk
like
up
'em.
just close enough to wake them up and then saw blast them real quick.
I don't like this guy coming out of my ear.
Good luck.
It's unsettling.
Okay, what's the situation?
HQ, please. This is the brain of fighting games. That's right, if you could be in my head right now, all you hear is Tiger. 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 And one day I will do a good Sagat. I see you. I see you over there, card. No. There should be like a good amount of just good stuff everywhere now that I can pick up now that I have the advanced power. Because I haven't actually gotten to take it out for a spin in like the hub world yet. But I guess that's what I'm doing now.
I'm headed for the parking lot.
I hope you're not leaving us, sir.
Not today. No. What I'm doing today is farming arrowheads. That's what I'm doing. I was hoping I was gonna be able to do this in like while doing the levels, but no. Why would I have that? Why's there an eye on it?
I don't think I want to put this bracelet on just yet. I think Lily and I need to talk about our relationship first.
Oh, did she give this to us? I don't remember that. Why doesn't it? Oh, can I clairvoyance?
Lily!
Well, I've reviewed your chart, little girl, and the bad news is we're gonna have to remove your brain. Strap it
That's a solution
into
for
an
everything.
armored battle tank and make it shoot down innocent civilians with its concentrated psychic death beam!
I'm gonna kill you so much.
The good news is that your insurance is going to cover the whole thing. So, hey, is it getting warm in here?
No, I'm just trying to set you on fire through this stupid hat.
What a delightfully mean little brain you have. Just what we want. Here, do me a favor. Tell me if you think this smells like your doom.
I can't smell anything.
Curses! You're a stubborn little ball
I've been
of
foiled
flame.
again by
Well, that
stuffy
head cold
nose.
will protect you forever, little girl. And when it's gone, you'll be sneezing a different tune. A tune in the key of brains.
Stuffy nose is a symptom of one of the most deadly diseases ever, though. The disease when you try to go to bed and you can only breathe through one of your nostrils. I'll kill you. The hell is that? Is that a cougar? I think that's supposed to be a cougar. So what I wanted for that is this, right? And then I just slap them. Oh yeah, that takes a lot, a few bullets. But what I really want is for me to find some shots. Here we go grinding again. So, I think I'm halfway there. I have 360 something, I need 800. Oh, if I had some sort of arrow pointing in a direction, that would also be really helpful. No, I had less than I thought I did. God damn it. I've barely gotten any from doing the levels.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Oh, fuck me. Didn't know that. How long does it take to get 800? Of all the solutions I thought they would have for getting arrowheads, this was not the one I imagined.
Up here in the main large store. Why don't you come on up and score yourself a cobweb?
Ooh, okay, so sometimes you get lucky, and you get a few more. Okay, so it's not just like 20 every time. Then sometimes it's like a teeny wee more. That's good.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads.
Yeah, because if I was doing this during the day, I would like have some more people to find, and we can have like a little chat and stuff. But now it's like the worst time to be doing this, I think, because I feel like they added this as like a tool to like incentivize you for exploring the camp before you had to for like any. I don't know if they're gonna be any missions here later, but they they could make you like just go around and get some stuff while talking to people, because there was a lot of dialogue in this game, so I imagine that's what it was for. But I did this too late, and now it's basically just grinding. Oh well. Ooh. If I had the shortcut to open this thing, it's a little bit great.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Yeah, you're right, there's nothing. If I press X, use here. Oh, I can't dig up these nodes if I'm carrying this thing around. Wow, that's annoying as hell. That would be a way for me to just get one at least. But if I have to do all of that every time, that might not be worth the time spent.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Oh, I guess this area sucks. Never mind. Next area, though. Guess we go to the swampy looking place, maybe? Maybe that's over here. There's like a lake further down there, but I go here. GPC and Wilderness. That sounds like it's gonna have a lot of what's it called, that? Cyanite? Something like that. Titanium? Oh, please. A kingdom for a hotkey to get this thing out. Ooh, I saw your card. There's something here. Oh, I managed to get that one. I guess I was just aiming for that other one. Oh, the hot and cold game, this is a really big area, isn't it? I think I wanna like hook up my fight stick, because I got a turbo button on that, which means that I might be able to actually get the nodes from way farther away because I just press faster. Because I might be able to fight the how much the bar goes down if I just press faster. Look, it's Turbinate over here. Yeah, spoken like someone who's truly jealous of me being a turbo team when he's not. You just gotta walk around. Meanwhile, I get to run. and jump on your sofa with your dad. Bathhouse? I don't know a bathhouse on the beach. Okay, I guess I know this area. Oh, there's something here. Yeah, this pile of leaves. Nice, literally dozens of arrowheads. Let's go. God, it always baits me when you equip the thing as well, and it does the. Is turbo even legal in like tournament legal on like a fight stick? I don't know if turbo is allowed. But I got it on my stick. I guess it's fun for like using it as an arcade stick. Because I do like using that stick for more than just fighting games. Almost certainly not, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's an illegal feature. If I wanted to compete, which Lamau, no, I would have to get another stick. But there are no competitions where I live. There's zilch, nothing, and I hate it. I'm mad. If there was though, if there was like a cool arcade here where I could play, I would definitely buy a new stick just to partake. That'd be so sick. That'd be really fun. But there really is nothing. The genre just not fighting games just not seem very popular in Trondheim at all. Might be more crowds for it in other cities here, but definitely not in Norway. And the other problem is that the game I'd want to play is Guilty Gear, and that is also very decidedly niche. So I'm playing a niche game of a niche genre, so you're gonna have a tough time getting any sort of local play, unfortunately. In a place where it doesn't feel like people are particularly crazy about video games. This is where Bathysphere was. I'm so close though. Yeah, so getting these arrowheads were definitely not that bad. It just would have been a good way of me to explore the camp earlier. I think they should have made an objective. Just that Doug told me to do that. Explore the place and get to 800 arrowheads out. Oh, heck it works. I got something. Psychonaut voice. I got arrowheads. Somewhere. I can't find them, dude. Oh my god, hot and cold games, dude. Get me the fuck out of here.
Where would you like me to...
Campfire area. There's gotta be something here. God, there's a friggin' cougar here. Wait, what's that? Oh, I got baited again by the sound. Wait, what's that? I don't think I visited this iteration of him. Nice, there we go. Yeah, Strive is thankfully a very big game now, so if there was an event coming up now, I would probably get lucky that they were doing a game I was playing.
Mr. Cruller, there's a big mess you gotta help me clean up.
Really? Where? I'll get the jet.
People are missing, kids' brains have been stolen. Coach Oleander is trying to take over the world.
Ah, psst, not my kind of mess.
Won't you help?
I'm a janitor. Let me know when somebody drops a carton of eggs or something.
Yeah, but what if I would have a very different dialogue if I found him before all of this mess went down? Sees me as filth! Wow! Damn, that's messed up. He just looked at me and was like, wow, that's feces. There's cards as well. Although I don't know if I need very many cards. I think I'm like getting to... Yeah, I got 16 now. I'm getting to like a level in my rank where I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be able to coast and get all the stuff. Maybe, I don't know. It's not like I have any idea.
Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms. We got a couple of big promotions for the winner.
Where would you...
Oh yeah, I wonder what you actually get for doing the scavenging hunts. Like, I'm not even sure if they're gonna give you something like useful. Oh, welcome back, Alec. Hello. I've got all the arrowheads now. So now we're gonna go to the main lodge.
Outside the main.
And we're gonna buy the decobweb thing. And then we can go back to the level and actually do the thing. It's great. Oh, bolognese.
Take a... Oh, that's my last time with that. You can change the color of some of your psi powers, like your levitation ball and what have you and what not. Well, kind of a vanity thing. Ah, now here's something every young psi can...
Oh, that'd be nice to have, man. Just 400, eh?
Now, you take that
God damn it.
dream fluff. Oh, that's my last
Man, it's really
cobweb
expensive
duster.
for the stuff in the shop here. Why? They don't give you any. Gotcha. Oh yeah, now we can get like tons of Psychonauts as
What
well.
else can I do you for?
And Psychonauts are also gonna cost
You take that
cost me
now,
a ton of arrowheads.
Sold to the
Because I need the Psychos in order to use my cards.
What else can I do you for? Excellent choice.
Oh, I already have a ton of these. Of course, I don't need more. I'm good. I don't need to buy any more ever probably. I think the arrows are infinitely farmable, so I guess you could have like an infinite amount of everything if you wanted to. But I do not need any more than I have right now.
Where would you...
My sanctuary, please. I think I would be able to get to 40 here. Oh, never mind.
I don't have enough side cards to make a new side challenge.
Oh, I'm one off. So what's the quickest way to get into the level select? Is that just a bacon? Or can't use the bacon in here?
Where would you...
I'm actually not sure.
Agent.
I usually use the bolognese as well. I do some other stuff sometimes, like carbonara and stuff, but bolognese is a classic. No, how do I get to the level select? Is it here? Yes, okay, cool. The Milkman Conspiracy, that's horrible. Actually, oh, we can actually get a good view of, like, how much more of the game there is. I'm curious. 1 door, 2 door, 3 door, 4 door. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit farther ahead than halfway through, I think, after this. So now I can get this thing. I can suck the cobweb. Nice. This is pretty cute.
I work in the sewers.
Nice. I don't suppose I can go down the loo, can I?
I work in the. I
work in the sewers. What kind of go down the loo? That's a pipe. That's what plumbers do. Requesting other spaghetti, wrong options. You can have some Alfredo. That's all they're getting though. Now that you requested the other option, you basically done the mulligan, and you have to stick with the new thing you got. Excuse me? Oh, it's a nightmare. I think that's what these things are, right? Because they look like the things we found in Miller's memory. I guess they can shoot them. Ow. Hang on. I think what would be good is probably to have shield on. Oop. Yeah, got it. What? I thought I got him. There's a bunch of very rude apples here that explode. Ow. Might be dead. Nah, I'm fine. The thing is, I never die, so I'm not gonna take any more damage at all whatsoever. Not one more instance of damage. It's not gonna happen. So I think the idea there is don't punch the apples, just let them be, I guess? I thought maybe I had to like kill the apples to do actual real damage to them, and it would be like less apples every time. I can shoot them. Maybe that's it.
Gotta feed them some of their own medicine.
Oh, okay, I've got to pick him up. Gotcha. Hey, thanks for just telling me. That's nice of him. Oh, it's a telekinesis solution. Of course it's a telekinesis solution. I was clued into telekinesis being the usual solution. Can I just punch him and do more damage? Yeah, easy. Oh no! I don't know if I want to punch. This is risky. Well, not to waste my iframes. Also, just leaving. No, wait, I'm shooting him. Oh wow, okay, that did a little damage. Nice. Oh, it did more than a lot of damage. It killed him. Excellent. He's done it. He's killed the very easy mini-boss. Someone killed him. To be fair, I did like half my health because I just kept running into enemies that explode. Okay, so I got a plunger now, but also I got the cobweb duster.
I am agree.
So I can go to some new areas. So I need to.
Leaving widow.
No, I don't want to use that one. There we go.
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
What? I thought that since there was an eyeball on the items, that I would be able to use them. Oh, here we go. Now it's in something. I don't know what it's looking at though.
Day for watering plants. I see that you are grieving. I will give you space.
Yeah, I thought I could get like a vision through the item. Now I'm not quite sure how it works. Maybe just tell me that they have some effect on that power, I guess.
It's fake. I'm worried the other assassins are gonna make fun. Can't get a good grip. God, this hat box needs a hat
Why
box.
don't I tag? Well, I know it is now. You the phone guy? I should get a plunger in any case. I think that's the only new key I got. Oh, there's.
I work in the sewers.
Sewers are full of. Hello, sewer worker.
Hello, fellow sewer worker. I would just like to enter this manhole, please.
They got Freddy. Poor Freddy. He was such a good secret agent. I mean, assassin. Who is shooting at us?
But doesn't becoming an assassin also mean that the guys can shoot at me?
Watch out, fellow assassin.
Yep.
There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
That's rude.
Sometimes I work for.
No, this is gonna look awfully familiar, I think, to that one time I got you shot through the tree, you can't do that. Magic bullet. Gonna be awfully familiar to that tank I tried to invade, isn't it? That turret that like kept shooting at me in the tutorial and I died like a billion times.
I am in charge of a stop. This is
I don't have a gun on.
It's fake.
Watch out,
I'm
fellow
worried the other
assassin.
assassins are
There
gonna
seems
make
to be
fun of
someone
me.
shooting at us from that tower. Watch out, fellow assassin. Watch out, there seems to be someone shooting
Oh, okay,
at us
just
from that
don't get
tower.
aimed at, I guess.
From that tower.
That's the wrong button. I tried to dodge. Like this. Oh, don't keep... Stop taking my gun
I'm
off.
worried the other assassins are gonna make fun
There
of me.
seems to be someone shooting at us. Seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
I was hoping maybe he would like focus on other guys with guns if he saw me. Oh my god. Wait, is the trick to not become an assassin?
Other assassins are gonna make fun of me.
I like to shoot people.
Like, once the guys start shooting at me?
Watch out, fellow assassin. Clock tower. There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
I wasn't an assassin, you can't shoot me! It's illegal!
It's fake.
Well, he just sucked so many of lives out of me, and I have not figured out. Oh my god, is this...
Watch out, fellow assassin.
No! Did you guys use them as human shields? Well, it's very punishing if you fuck it up, because that's what I tried earlier.
Fake.
Watch out,
I'm
fellow
worried the other
assassin.
assassins are
There
gonna
seems
make
to
fun
be
of me.
someone shooting at us from that tower.
Yeah, I tried that, and it went poorly, and now I'm dead. Now I'm here. Okay. Live systems sure are great. This one. No worries. No beef. Oh, it does put me here at least. Thank fuck.
It's fake. I'm worried the other
The invisibility does nothing. Good to know.
Motivations are clear only to myself.
I'm not getting anything.
Watch out,
Must
fellow
be out of
assassin.
range or something.
There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower. There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower. Watch out, fellow assassin.
Yeah, he just sort of aims at me the moment I go in. There's like no cover.
Watch out, fellow assassin.
I must be
There
out of
seems to
range
be
or
someone shooting at us from that tower. Watch out, fellow assassin. There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower.
Yeah, you can't dodge it even.
I am on fire. I am in charge of assassinating important figures. I am on fire. I am covered.
Oh, shield thing would work. Oh my god, I have a shield thing! Of course that's gonna work. I was thinking about my powers, and then my head immediately went to invisibility, because shit. Because that's what made the most sense to me, but of course it's the shield thing.
I do not kill out of passion, but for money.
Yeah, this is an instance of what I was talking about when I was playing Wind Waker, where once I get like a ton of powers, I sort of lose track of exactly what powers I have. And I get into these like really simple puzzles, and I just don't know what to do because I don't remember what powers I have anymore. Oops, that's a good way to feel silly. Good job, Hipper. You nailed it. You got it in one.
Got it.
Freeze! Don't come any closer. I'll never tell you
She's got a gun.
the of the milkman. Never.
Okay, let's all just settle down and talk.
Where is the milkman?
Oh, she was the London gunman.
What is the mission of the milkman?
Come closer. And I'll tell you.
Glad I never bought any of
She
those.
jumped the gun. We could have gotten closer. Could have gotten more of them.
Here is pretty good, but I still can't see enough. I need a way to get even higher. Like super high. As if I were flying. I know.
I wonder if there's any clues here
Stilts.
in the scene. What a good use.
Stop, helicopter. Land and let me in. I want to see the view from up there, please.
I am a helicopter pilot.
Oh, hello, helicopter pilot. Nice to meet you.
Fly helicopters.
I like to.
We are looking for the milkman.
I like to spectate helicopters. I'm the helicopter spectator.
We don't know where he is. Helicopters can go up and down.
True. They can. They have a rotor which spins around fast. Oh, hello.
Hey, wait. What's that? I'll bet that's him. The milkman.
I like his altar of milk.
Helicopters move sideways too, but not as fast as planes.
He's on that remote island over there.
Oh, and he's got a phone.
What the heck is that sound?
Raz is too much of a zoomer to know what the landline sounds like. Oh, phone.
Hello?
It's a special phone.
Who is the milkman?
Boy, is this you? I think I found the milkman.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who is this?
Okay, from now on, your name isn't Boyd. It's Royd, because you're such a big pain in my butt.
Got him.
If you see a lady tossing cookies, run away.
So, but cookies? Well, yeah, I should be able to wear but cookies. Like 3 spies just died from a cookie bomb bombing like right outside. Oh, I can climb up the thing now. I was wondering. Hang on. It's a helicopter.
Stop, helicopter. Land and let me in. Stop, helicopter. Land and let me in. I want to see the view from up. Stop.
My motivations are clear only to myself.
Stop, helicopter.
Right, yeah, gun.
It's fake. I'm worried the other assassins are gonna make fun of me.
You know, in uni asked if I would use this dissertation app and do feedback on it. I don't know how honest he wants me to be, because this thing is dog. That sounds like maybe it's your responsibility to be honest about how bad it is, yeah. Oh! The squirrel. Maybe he was right to explode all the squirrels all a while ago. Yes, this looks good. No, I need the telemeters. Okay. Wait, I wonder. I never used that to palm strike thing I got. I wonder if that's actually any good. It's very good at getting me into trouble. Did it do any damage? I don't know. I don't think so.
Can't get a good grip.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe against someone else. But for this guy in particular, didn't seem particularly impressive. Got him. Could have done without my palm strike. Hello there, fellow phone users.
I am a skilled phone repairer.
I do not kill out of passion.
Phone repairer? No, I'm just a phone user. I'm just a guy with a phone.
Operator, I can climb telephone poles. Come work on the phone lines with us.
I'd love to. I can do that because I have a special phone.
I can listen to any phone
climb
conversation
the
that I
telephone
want,
poles.
but do not because of my sense of professional responsibility.
Oh no. Oh, no, we're playing Sonic again? Yes, we are. Whoa, it's slow, Sonic. I'm not gonna be able to get these figments like this. Man, Raz, you're really bad at being Sonic. Sonic can jump telephone lines way faster than you. Be able to 100% this level, no problem. Oh my god, there's actually no way it's too slow. You're too slow. Oh, please, there's so many figments. No, I jumped in the exact wrong places. Gotcha now.
I'm not getting
Milkman.
anything. I must be out of range or something.
Milk, eh? Whoa, they really scaled that one up. Big ol' eyes. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Okay, that's a good time for me to save. Phew, okay, cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, stop at the bush. Do not touch the bush anymore. You have to leave that hedge behind. It's nothing but trouble. Keep getting myself stuck in foliage. And this house is way bigger than any of the other houses, right? I'm pretty sure they're just taking the model and just scaled it up.
Just a minute! Ah!
Hello?
Be right there!
I'm not getting anything.
Better not be that
I
creepy
must be out of
guy
range or
again.
something.
I guess. Ooh, invisibility? Or levitate. Good levitate. No? Hmm. I was thinking I could go down a chimney or something. All the suggestion is just to knock and be invisible though.
Be right there! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it? Just a minute! Be right there! Gosh, just a minute! Gosh, I sure hope someone is there this time. Ah! Be right just
Oh, I see, okay.
a minute! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it?
Wait, you saw me!
Just a minute! It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it?
I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Anyone out there?
What?
Be right there! Gosh, I sure
I'm just gonna wait long enough, I guess.
Who is it? Hello?
Yeah, she's just walking around. There we go. What? Oh, I guess she actually saw me though. So I gotta go invisible. Wait, as soon as she's left the house. No, she just hurries back in, looking kind of glitchy.
Gosh, I sure hope someone is there this time. Who is it?
I'm not getting anything.
Hello?
I must be out of range or something.
Be right there. It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is
I'm not getting
it?
anything. I must be out of range. I'm not getting anything. I must be out of range or something.
I think she's just looking at the door. I was thinking maybe clairvoyance would do something, but she's just like face up against the door.
Be right there. It better not be that creepy guy again. Who is it?
What? Yeah, invisibility is totally useless. It doesn't work against anything.
Guy again. Who is it? Hello?
Maybe I need to go farther away. Oh. Even less abandoned.
Just a minute! Gosh, I sure hope someone is
I'm not
there
getting
this
anything.
time.
I must be out of range or something.
Hello?
Oh my god, that was it. Just shoot.
Aha!
Oh, hello there. Have you come to pay for your rainbow treats? We knew you would. Won't you join us in our Rainbow Squirt Pledge of Purpose?
To promote niceness. To make the world prettier. To share candy with everyone.
What's going on back there?
Obfuscate the true nature of the milkman.
Oh, obfuscate.
Protect the milkman at all costs.
It's the Illuminati Cookie Squad. Naturally, I always knew.
To destroy all who would harm the milk or threaten to reveal his secret objective.
Go, girls! Protect the milk! Do not follow! The milk is not ready!
Oh,
and
thank you.
are not ready for the milk!
Well, if you didn't want to follow, maybe you should just show me the path in. Wait, what? Did we skip a step here? Did we skip some sort of boss fight? Wait, what am I doing here? How did this happen? Wait, what? There has to be something that got skipped there during the development, or my game broke.
Now you must die!
What?
That is the way of the Rainbow Squirts!
Well, I obviously I was gonna follow her, but I just didn't expect it to go that way, you know? This game might have needed like one more boss track. It's like one more like boss thing.
Have some cookies.
Can I shoot her? I guess I don't need to because levitate seems really good and she seems really easy.
I'll do. Because I can.
Oh, I think I know this game again. I know. Let's see. Clairvoyance? Onto something.
This box is free.
There you go.
Have some cookies.
Oh. Oh, I can see from her point of view. That's as good.
No milk for you. Come to me soon.
That's kind of funny. It is the exact same fight too. You can't just shoot. No, it's not the same fight. She also shoots projectiles now.
Have some cookies.
Ow! There we go. That projectile shield was really annoying.
What? Have you...
Couldn't like dodge it, was like instant.
He wakes!
Yeah, look what you done to the place. It's a lot of milk.
Milkman, my milk is delicious.
I think you could do with a little bit more Pepsi out though. But you gotta have a better Pepsi to milk ratio.
With his rage.
Yes, he's right. Yeah. That's definitely what the white one. It's got a very fancy coat.
I am the milkman.
So
my milk
sparkly.
is delicious. Special delivery today.
It was a different time back when we were It's good thing get rid of these guys. Why was it just like rowing gangs of people delivering milk? Well, I guess you...
I am the milkman. My milk is
No.
delicious.
If it was a guy delivering milk, I don't know if I ever would buy
Time
it
for
from
the
the
final
guy.
delivery to this address.
Hey, is that milk regular kind? Or the exploding dream kind?
It's fortified with what the world wants. What the world deserves.
Judging by the memory you saw, I think it's exploding kind.
Talk about this, Boyd?
Oh no, Boyd is trauma dumping on us. We're gonna stop him from bombing the asylum. However, that's gonna be for next time. On Sunday, I guess. Cause that's 3 hours of Psychonauts. Over 3 hours. It's getting late. It's getting too late for Psychonauts. It's scary. All the midnight creepies are coming out. And if they see us playing Psychonauts, it's gonna be bad. So we gotta stop here. So, cheers. Thank you all, everyone, for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I really enjoyed that level. That was really fun. That was really cool. I think we went through a couple of cool levels tonight. Like, I really liked the kaiju level. That was really cool. And that was really creative as well. The what do you call that? Suburbia level, I guess? Haunted suburbia level? Harvest level? That was really cool. I like the gimmick of it as well, like disguising yourself. Because the spy guys were really funny. That was a cool idea. There's a characters very much so like that in Hat in Time as well. And I enjoyed those. And yeah, I think it would have been funny if I actually played some of these games before I played that game, because it seems like that game was like a direct sort of love letter to a lot of games that it was based on. So maybe we should give that game a try again. See what I missed out on. Yeah, the ghouls are, whatever they are. We don't really know what the ghouls are yet, but they are out. You gotta lock those doors and turn off the lights. Do not show your Psychonauts posters. I know you got them. Don't show them. Alright, I'm very excited for what this game is gonna bring next, and we'll see you on Sunday. That'll be a good time. I hope to see you there. Let's drop a little save again. This is the official save. We know for sure this one's 100% for real. So cheers. Good night. Take it easy. Good night. Bye.